Play the Spire stream. I'm your host of Vegetablebread, and today we're going to be starting off the Watcher run. Look at that. It's the Watcher. New character. Pog Champ. Upgrade a card, 6 max HP, remove 2 cards for all gold, or do a boss swap. I definitely don't hate removing 2 cards for 99 gold, but probably going to be a boss relic swap here. Looking for 3 elites, and it doesn't look like we can find it. I guess we could fight through the Mega. If we do like 4 fights and then a Mega, we could do 3 elites. Late shop. Never super comfortable going with a early Mega Elite, but we can just make the decision here at this campsite, and if we don't want to, we can just do 2 elites. Bam. We could remove 2 cards. If we're doing 4 fights, removing 2 cards is probably at its best. So we've got a really good chance to catch back up on strikes. Probably do strike defend, just so that we don't end up super behind on damage against like jaw worms and stuff. Put us in good shape if we get like an early rush down to make that sort of stuff happen. Losing all gold and then going to the shop in Act 1 is not amazing. We're not going to have enough shop money to make that shop good. So I think I'm just going to do the swab. Velvet Choker. Okay, definitely not doing rushdown stuff. Velvet Choker makes me feel pretty confident about fighting 4 fights before the first elite. So maybe we can do the Mega. Jaw Worm first. Block out this turn. Deal 6. No lethal, so we'll just double defend strike. Try and avoid taking damage. I guess we could have, like, Eruption triple defended there. It's kind of an interesting line. Is this lethal? 9 plus 24 is 33, so now we're off by 5. Okay, we can just double defend, double strike, take 2, and deal 7. Still no lethal, but we're not taking any damage, so I don't mind it. This is certainly lethal. Okay. We'll reward with a floor 1 block pot. Yeah, we were very slow against the Jawworm, but we only took 2 damage in the fight, so I don't mind it. Are we going to pick up a Windmill Strike here? Not a big Windmill Strike fan, but I would like to take some damage here. There are some cards that I would not take damage over. If there was like a Prey here or something, maybe I could consider not taking damage. But if we're going to do 3 elites and one of them's a Mega Elite, I think we have to take a Windmill Strike here. Okay. Windmill Strike's not too hard to play with 4 energy in Act 1, so I don't mind that too much. Are we retaining this just to boost the damage? Seems like we're probably planning on lethaling him with Eruption Windmill Strike, so we'll just hold it for the moment. Alright. We don't have lethal, so I'll Vigilance Double Strike, and probably next time around we'll Eruption Windmill Strike. I don't want to take any damage in the fight, so we're going to triple defend a strike, and then we have guaranteed lethal next turn. Yeah. Wave of the Hand, Carve Reality, and Crescendo are the options here. Any of these seem good, to be honest. Probably not the Crescendo, I suppose. A little bit early for a Wave of the Hand. Although it's a great card, I think we're going to probably go with the Carve Reality, since we're looking for that damage. Carve Reality also gives us 2 cards that say Retain on them, so if we could find like an Establishment, we'd be pretty happy about that. Hopefully this is not also a fight, because that would put us in a bit of a tricky spot. Second Oil can be good, but I think we're going to keep the block pot over it. So we'll go Stance Pot and block pot. Alright. We can almost Eruption Strike this allows to death. I guess Eruption Windmill Strike probably does kill him. Oh no, it's off by 1. Yeah, off by 1. That's disappointing. So we're going to take 1 and split this one. We're going to split him because the Windmill Strike does 11 next turn for him. Easy. Okay. Darn. First rare is Deus Ex Machina. Pretty bad with Velvet Choker. Not gonna lie. Not crazy bad, though. Could still definitely do it. It would give us a lot of energy. If we pick Deus Ex Machina, we could start picking things like Ragnarok, Deva Form. It's going to be tough to have an effective Deva Form deck with a Choker, though. Doesn't seem like we probably want to go that direction. So maybe it's like Deus Ex Machina instead of Choker, or instead of Deva Form, and then we like can just do Deva Form style stuff without ever needing to play it. Protect is great too. But I would love to pick a rare card if it's good. This could have been our establishment, can you imagine? Protect is probably the pick. Gives us a third card that says retain. So we're super leaning into the retain button. We're going to need to upgrade the protect at some point, because it's got such a good upgrade. Yeah. Makes us more consistent. Colorless Pot versus these two. Colorless Pots are really good. I could see it over a Stance Pot. Stance Pot can give us lethal, though, consistently, and Colorless Pot's a little bit of a grab bag. Sometimes you don't get what you want. Alright, first hard pool fight is one of the easiest hard pool fights. The Red Slaver. I'm gonna go ahead and blow the Protect and at least one strike. Do we take 2 to do 6, or do we block out? I think we take 2 to do 6. Feeling fairly good about the life total so far. I don't want to get like vulnerable or anything. We're not gonna have lethal this turn, so we'll just use the energy on the damage we have. The damage that's going away, at least. And then we get lethal this turn. Okay. Ouch. Keep getting potions raiding over each other. Empty Fist is okay. Stance Exit. Indignation is also okay. Wrath Enter. We're not going to be doing rushdown loops or anything with the Choker, so we're not like mega excited about any of this stance change stuff. Blessing of the Forge might be better than Stance Pot. With all the retain cards, being able to upgrade an 8-card hand is pretty good. I think that is going to take the spot. Empty Fist has a good upgrade. We just got a Forge Pot. I'd rather have like a Bowling Bash or a Fear No Evil, Talk to the Hand in this slot. Even a Cut Through Fate I think I'd prefer. But is Empty Fist pickable? Because we are about to go fight an Elite. Potentially fighting 2 in a row. Our potion chance here, we've been offered 4 potions, so I think our potion chance is down to like... Is it 0? Did we get a potion at every... We got the 40% potion, we got the 30% potion. Yeah, we got the 20 and a 10% potion, so our potion chance is actually 0. Thanks for the subscription, Money Money Loot. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Thanks for loafing around. How have your streams been recently? I haven't come check one out. I don't know. I guess I will take it. I just, yeah, we need some damage against, like, Gremlin Nub. Got a Silent and a Watcher win. Does that mean you lost with Defect, Money Loot? Watcher win was 3 times Discovery. Wow, that's exciting. Never had like a super discovery-centric build. Carve Reality develops a smite here. We're probably going to use the Forge Pot on the turn we wake him up. Ideally, we draw just like Vigilance and Windmill Strike next turn, and then we wake him up with like Forge Pot, Eruption, Windmill Strike, all this stuff. Darn. So we could just wake him up anyway with triple strike here, and the next turn we just like Vigilance defend, or like Vigilance. Yeah, I guess Vigilance double defend would be the line. Huh? Oh, so you're not like a strict rotator. You just play the one you want. Wait, what's Paparato? Oh, co-oping. I see. So Paparato must be a person. I also don't know what IC is, I guess. I'm not very excited about the Vigilance double defend wake up. I mean, I guess it's fine. It develops Windmill Strike for a turn. Ironclad. Alright, I'll go ahead and do the wake up. I'll hold the smite for when we're in Wrath mode. And then, as discussed, we're going to block for 18 here. Hold the Windmill Strike, get that proccing a little bit. It's a pretty good hand to use the Blessing of the Forge on. I want to hit the Windmill Strike. Play silent until I win and then pull chat. Huh. It's an interesting line. I've noticed that you have a really interesting silent strategy, Money. It's whenever I pop into your stream, you're always like, you're doing like finisher stuff. Is like, you very often end up playing that. Which is fun. Like, usually silent is like, I end up doing like poison stuff, but not you. I think you're probably a better silent player than I am. Silent's definitely not my strong suit. Okay, so if we Empty Fist now, we do a bunch of damage. I think we're probably going to hold the retain cards, except for Protect. Obviously, Protect is being played right now. So then, Triple Strike, take 4. That seems good. Should get lethal next time we see Eruption, ideally. This is lethal for sure. Wait, this is 44 plus 7 is 51 plus, yeah. Plus Mene. Horncleat. Okay. Makes me feel a little bit better about Gremlin Knob. Is that Rushdown I keep talking about? I think Choker probably says no on Rushdown. It's hard to be against Rushdown, though. It is a really good card. It's up against Inner Peace. Inner Peace is sometimes quite good. We have an Empty Fist. So maybe we're trying to just enter and exit calm. Infinite Nightmare Apparition, yeah. I kind of like the Infinite Nightmare thing. It does sound kind of sneezy. Did you have like a Tungsten Rod or something? Or I guess Alchemize Ornithopter would also work. My last Nightmare Infinite had a Dead Branch in it, and it didn't have any Nightmares in the deck. It was just a Dead Branch deck that would just go for Nightmare Infinites. Oh, Blur, yeah. Yeah, Blur will do it. Did you have a setup? I enjoy setup in those kind of decks. It's weird how, like, setup is, like, specifically good with Nightmare. I don't know, Inner Peace, like, draws a bunch of cards. I guess we draw into our, like, Windmill Strikes and stuff. I often find myself wishing I had an Inner Peace. I guess Inner Peace and Rushdown both draw. I see. I don't want to get too much draw because of the choker. I'm going to end up wanting to play more than 6 cards a turn. What if I just, like, pretend choker doesn't exist and just pick the rush down anyway? Maybe we only need to play 6 cards a turn if we're, like, drawing a bunch. We could, like, draw a bunch and then, like, go into Divinity and Windmill Strike people. Doesn't really seem like a Divinity deck so far. So the thing with Rushdown is, like, okay, by the time we're going into Wrath mode with this kind of archetype, we, like, already have lethal, right? The only reason we're going into Wrath is because we already have Smite and a Windmill Strike in hand, right? So we don't need to, like, go into Wrath and draw cards. So I think I'm gonna go with the inner piece so that we can, like, maybe draw cards and find the Windmill Strike sooner and start getting it ticked up / maybe decosted with Establishment someday. We do get full value out of this rest, and we're about to go fight a Mega Elite, which is not to be underestimated. I guess we will rest, because there's the Mega Elite and then another Elite. I think if it was just a Mega Elite, and then like I had another, like a hallway fight and then a campsite, I'd probably upgrade here. Pretty good upgrade on Eruption. I don't mind Empty Fist either. Vigilance. But I think I'm gonna rest. Okay. Strength Sentries. That's rough. I don't like this feeling. I guess I'll go into Calm and use my non-retainable tools. One cleat's certainly helpful here. I guess we can Eruption and then Empty Fist. It's kind of neat. So Eruption keeps us at 4 energy. We're going to want to play Protect. So we've got, like, we can play 1 strike and an Empty Fist, basically. Yeah, attack pot while we're in Wrath mode. We could kill one. I guess if we kill one, we don't need the Protect. Hey, Stixu. So how do we kill one? Well, 33 is a suspicious number for Watcher, because that's Eruption 2 strikes, and that's in hand. So we can just Eruption, double strike, kill this back one, and then Empty Fist the middle one or something. Sure. So if we Empty Fist the middle one, he takes 18. I'm doing well, Carly. Thanks for asking. If we do 18 to him, he goes to 22. This goes up to 11 damage, and then this does 18. 11 plus 18 is way more than 22, so we have guaranteed leaf on him next turn. Seems great. Okay, so we can kill him, or we could just block with, like, Vigilance Defend. And then, like, Carve Reality on Front Sentry or something. So it's 15 next turn. Arlec Mantle. Yeah, Violet Choker's... So, Violet Choker's interesting. It's definitely, like, most Watcher decks are going to want to play more than 6 cards. But Violet Choker kind of keeps you honest. So, like, you can't do anything that's, like, super card inefficient, right? Like, you can't do infinite loops with, like, Rushdown. Because, like, Velvet Choker says you can't. But also, like, those sorts of, like, really card inefficient builds are, like, kind of bad in some fights, right? They're, like, bad against Chosen, Time Lord, and stuff. So... while Violet Choker does apparently close off some synergy paths that are quite good, and we already skipped a Rushdown because of it, it also, like, it sort of keeps you safe, because some of those places seem good and are bad in some fights, so. So we could take lethal here, we could block out here. Either way, we're saving the protect, so we have a degree of safety. If we do the vigilance, we're in calm, so we could like randomly get a eruption windmill strike lethal later. If we do get eruption next turn, this will do 15, so that'll do 30 in wrath. So if we get eruption here, and then windmill strike there, and then carve reality there, their smite would kill him. I guess we're doing 6 right now to him, presumably, so he goes to 35. So yeah, so just eruption windmill strike would kill him, and the smite would kill him. It's pretty neat. Okay. So eruption is lethal now. Alright, did I count it right? Eruption plus windmill strike is 35. Smite is more than 22. Yep, counted it right. Cool. Orichalcum, a lot of block tools here. We managed to get not only perfect the Mega Elite, but also, like, save both of our potions. So, like, I think our potion chance is back to 0. We hit the 40, hit the 30, hit the 20, hit the 10. This one was a 0, but put us back up to 10, and then we hit the 10 again. So, like, highly unlikely that we've gotten as many potions as we did. Wait. Oh, no, wait, hold on. We got 2 potions here. So we hit this one and then didn't hit this one, right? And then we got potions there. Okay, so I was actually wrong. So we went to 30 after this fight, and then back to 40, skipped that one, and then we hit this, and that. So we were 30, 20, 10, and that's why this one. So we did hit 40, 30, 10, but we missed this one. So we've hit almost every potion so far. Perseverance also says retain on it. Kind of a trap card. I think we're probably just skipping this pick. We've already got an empty fist. Probably don't want a second one. Although inner peace, I guess, says we're a little bit better at exiting than normal. I think we're just kidding. Swift pot is good, but not as good as block or attack pot. Demaru, huh? That's a mood. Alright, second Lagavulin? Right? Yeah, we had a Lagavulin, Sentry's Lagavulin. Okay. Cool. Well, we definitely want to play Carve Reality. For some reason, Demaru, and I know it isn't this, but I imagine it as one of those little toys where you go to make the little balls on strings hit the drum heads. I don't know why Demaru makes me think about that. That's what it looks like to me. Cool. I think we're just waiting for Vigilance here. We've got our Smite developed, we've got our Windmill Strike, we're also getting rid of Ascender's Bane this turn. We're just building up our big retain hand. You thought it was a yo-yo? I like it. The Butterfly by Duncan. Dude, I have that yo-yo. I know exactly what you're talking about. I wonder if I could go find it. Probably not. Yo-yos have this weird property where, like, you own them, and you, like, got them on Christmas at some point. But then now they're just somewhere else. They're in a toy box in your ancestral childhood home. I kind of think we just, like, don't wake him up here. I guess a Vigilance Double Strike is technically a wake up. Because it's better than Vigilance Inner Peace, right? I don't know why we would do that. Okay. We have Eruption and a variety of ways to exit. So we can, like, Eruption, Windmill Strike, Smite, Attack Pot, and still get out. Empty Fist. That means we take 20, or a portion of it. I guess we have Orichalcum as well. Or we could just not do that, and just, like, do other stuff. Vigilance Protect or something. I guess let's see what's in the attack pot. Wheel kick. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going into Wrath now, if I can get an extra 15 damage. Uh, 30 plus 24 is 54. Plus 18 is 72 exactly. 54, 72, yep. Alright, good fight, Lagavulin. You tried. Study's kind of interesting. I wish that it was a battle cry. I was thinking about battle cry earlier, and so now study seems good, but it's not actually good. It's actually just like, it's not battle cry at all. No, I don't know why. I don't know why study and battle cry are similar in my mind, but they are, and they're not. Flurry seems like a choker violator. We could take a Third Eye. I don't hate Third Eye. We've only got one defensive tool, and that's a Protect. Third Eye helps us draw back to our upgraded Windmill Strike. Yeah, right, the Insight's also. So both of these are kind of watch cards for a choker. Third Eye fights a little bit with Orichalcum if we were planning on blocking with only Orichalcum, but we're clearly not because we have like a Protect, so I'll take a Third Eye. Alright, I guess we're going to a shop. 250 is like kind of enough. But I want to get to that fire, so. Holy cow. What a shop. Got like a Blasphemy, we got a Clockwork Souvenir, Apotheosis. I want it all. Just give me the whole shop. I don't care about the Forethought. I'll take it. Okay, so presumably we're taking the Souvenir, right? Clockwork Souvenir is just too good. And we can do like Souvenir card remove. Leaves us with 9 gold. Prostrate's here too. We could do like Potion Belt, Prostrate, and a Potion. Is that true? That's not true. We could pick up Ceramic Fish. We're about to go to 2 question marks, and if one of those question marks is Golden Idol, and then in Act 2 we get Bloody Idol, then all of a sudden Ceramic Fish is super good. Randomly. Currently, it doesn't do much. And it's up against Clockwork Souvenir, which is like obviously super good forever, so probably not doing that. Nobody watches the Watcher, since it is everything Terry Pratchett wouldn't want. Well, I guess we should all leave then. Bye, Twitch chat. No watching the Watcher. Baron Von Cool has ruined the fun, yet again. Just kidding. Alright, let's click this button. That seems way too good to not do. Oh, did I say who watches the watch? That never happened. Stream title updated. Typo removed. Literary reference reclaimed. Alright, let's get rid of a strike. Just sort of a bog standard amazing shop. Get a Clockwork Souvenir and a strike remove. I love it. Alright, we're at nearly full health, so I guess we're taking an upgrade. Probably should have taken an upgrade from this first fire, too. Because apparently we were going to perfect the 2 elite fights. Came after. But what did I know? I think we have to upgrade Windmill Strike if there's going to be a Windmill Strike in the deck. What are they doing with Terry Pratchett's? I thought Who Watches the Watcher? Oh, wait, I guess is that a Watchmen reference? I don't know. I knew it was a literary reference. Maybe I'm not sure what I'm doing anymore. Eruption upgrade is fine. What are they doing with Terry Pratchett's work? Yeah, it's like a what do you call that? Like just a saying now. Who watches the Watcher? It's part of the zeitgeist, independent of its literary origin. The Watch is the show they're making based on the Night Guards from Ankh-Morpork. They're just taking the original content and removing all the things that made it Terry Pratchett. That's sad. I feel like I need to upgrade Windmill Strike to justify it being in the deck. But maybe we just remove Windmill Strike from the deck eventually. It is quite a good upgrade, though. 3 extra damage. Assuming we retain it 3 times in the fight. Gets an additional 3 damage. God, Windmill Strike is so bad. Because, like, okay. So when you first upgrade it, it gets 1.5 extra damage per energy, right? Which is, like, way worse than Strike. Not to mention the whatever Empty Fist is, the 5 damage per energy it gets. So for Windmill Strike to get 5 damage per energy, it would have to get 10 extra damage. It gets an extra 3 damage on the first turn, so you'd have to hold it for 7 turns for the upgrade to be as efficient as Empty Fist. So sad. I'm never going to hold it for 7 turns. That's ridiculous. Sam Vimes is always supposed to be a bit of an asshole, and they're making him a cool guy. His wife, Lady Ramkin, is supposed to be a heavy-set, no-nonsense member of the upper society, and they're making her an action hero. Yeah, that's kind of like a TV trope, though, right? Like because they want to make TV that you want to watch, and because like all the actors in Hollywood are all like beautiful people, right? They always end up upgrading how aesthetically appealing the characters are when they transition from books to visual content, I guess, right? Because like books often describe like ugly people, right? Like, and when you read a passage about an ugly person in a book, you're not like, ugh, I don't want to read this anymore. I mean, maybe you are if you have like a really excellent imagination, but then you're probably just like engrossed in the book, right? So that you're not really experiencing that like that pushback. But if you like watch a character with like I don't know, I don't want to get into like I don't know what the PC way to talk about it is, but like you would make your viewers uncomfortable if you show them things that are unpleasant to look at, right? So people don't want to see that, and like perhaps that would increase the literary value of it, right? But yeah. Okay, so we're taking an upgrade. Best upgrade, I guess, is... God, Windmill Strike is so bad. Why Windmill Strike? Just why? It's, like, literally only good if you get Establishment. Yes, I am talking about Hollywood Ugly. Baron Von Kuhl brought it up. Third Eye's got a good upgrade. We don't really need an upgrade. Protect has got a good upgrade. Inner Peace gets an extra card, but we have Choker, so why? Maybe just an Empty Fist is the upgrade here. If we just want to push damage, Empty Fist does that. We don't really need the cheaper Eruption too badly. I guess if maybe we do take the cheaper Eruption so that we can like play Windmill Strike and the Eruption and the Smite and like whatever strikes are in the hand. Yeah, let's do that. Seems like a reasonable justification. Okay. Great. Quick, is Hollywood ugly hyphenated like that? Is that like a phrase that people use? We're definitely playing 2 strikes, but then it's either protect or 2 defends, and protect blocks all the way out, but is a useful tool that we could retain. Whereas the defends would leave me taking 2. I'm not going to take 2 to hold protect. I'm going to try and win the fight outright. They might like both be buffing next turn or something. Yeah, they are. Okay, so we just go into Wrath and then win next turn. Okay. Halt seems good, but Choker... what are we doing at the next campfire? We had like trouble identifying a card to upgrade. And that's going to be even worse next time. We also have like way too much health for Hexaghost. He's going to hit us for like 7 times 6 on the first turn. I mean, yeah, Flying Slave does get more retain, but like, what are we actually doing with the retain, right? Like, maybe we get like, what's that card that like counts the number of cards in your hand? Hey, Roadkill Erosion, thanks for the follow, appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. It's a pretty gross concept for a name. Roadkill Erosion. I'm imagining like a decaying skunk corpse. It's kind of where my head's at for that one. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple ways to pay off retain, right? There's the establishment that's obviously already super good. There is the shieldy thing. Actually, there's 2 shieldy things. There's the relic one and the card one. There's the rare card that gives you block based on the number of cards in your hand, and then there's also Cloak Clasp, which looks like a shield, and also counts the number of cards in your hand, and also gives you block, but is a relic instead. But I don't know about Flying Sleeves, it's just, it's kind of low value. It doesn't really seem like we need a halt. We've got a Protect and a Third Eye. We did just upgrade Eruption, so Halt also has a good upgrade, so maybe we take Halt just to upgrade it at the campfire. Because we're kind of looking for something to upgrade. I don't mind that plan. Okay, fine. I guess we're transforming a strike. We get a Deceive Reality. Wow, we have all the retain. Just every retain card. Alright. Fair enough. I guess we're upgrading the Halt. Third Eye is also good. Windmill Strike is... It makes it a better card, but it's a terrible upgrade. Seriously, Windmill Strike should, like, start at 10 and go up to 15 when you upgrade it. Going from 7 to 10 is such garbage. Or maybe it should, like, start at 9 and go to 15. Yeah, let's take the Halt upgrade. It's a really good upgrade. Okay. And then try not to get murdered by Hexaghost, I guess. We definitely don't want to be in Wrath. Okay. 6 times 6. Well, we have the Horncleat. Horncleat Protect and Blockbot actually, like, pretty much block out. They actually do, it blocks all the way out. Maybe we even save the Blockbot. Watcher's so insane. So if we Protect and Halt, we're blocking for 30, so then Blockbot would only get 6. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste a Blockbot for 6 block. Hold the Smite for future Wrath, or play it now. I think I'll just play it now. We're gonna get our hand full eventually because we've got like Deceive Realities and stuff now. Or a Deceive Reality. I guess we can be holding it for Divinity too. We do need to take a Mantra card at some point. Alright, our hand is all block, so I guess we'll set up for next turn. Hold a safety. I guess I'll use the Protect. It's a little bit more expensive, and I'm holding 2 safeties, so it's not. I don't really have to hold on to the Protect. Alright, now it's time to Eruption, I think. Windmill Strike's ticked up a little bit. Shuffling soon. Seems fine. We could Inner Piece for a shuffle, get these 2 cards. I do think we're trying to draw back to the Windmill Strike as quickly as possible, so let's go, I guess we could Third Eye to get rid of these 2 cards. Yeah, these cards are terrible this turn, so let's get rid of those. This does add a card to the shuffle, I guess. Which we then immediately redrew. It's actually a pretty good card to have in the shuffle, though, because we can just get rid of cards again. Alright, so Windmill Strike's coming back next turn. I'll keep the Deceive Reality, too. Okay. Sure. That blocks out. Still holds 2 safeties. Going a little slow here, but we do have a Windmill Strike Eruption turn, so that's pretty good. And we can just re-enter Calm. We do take 3 damage, but I want to be in Calm, so in case we redraw. The Miracle draw is Eruption, Windmill Strike, and Empty Fist again next turn. Share some celebrity story with us, please. I don't really have any celebrity stories. So we did redraw Windmill Strike, but I think we're just blocking as hard as we can here. We can double Safety Protect to actually like pretty much block out 36 damage. We take 2 from the burn. Okay. So we're in Divinity, and we have a Windmill Strike that hits for 81, so that's probably lethal. Okay, we did actually just Demaru all the way into Divinity there. Kind of silly. There's Spirit Shield to pay off the... I never lived in Hollywood, so never really bumped into him. I do Ben Brode. That's my wife's suggested celebrity story. I don't know if Ben Brode is a celebrity for you, although you're hanging out in a game-related Twitch chat. Yeah, it's probably got to be Vault, right? Vault's just too good. Vault and Blasphemy are both like in the this card is too good group, so maybe we could pick one of those. Spirit Shield is the only one that actually combos with what we're doing. We were hoping to see an Establishment here. I think I would probably have picked an Establishment over a Vault, but Vault is Vault, so I think we're gonna go with that. We already have 4 energy, so Vault is like immediately super good. Vault is also really good with the eventual Establishment. What is the beta art for Vault? I don't know. It's a bank vault. Cool, that's what I would have done. The game art for Vault is gorgeous, though. It's hard to turn away from this. Those stupid cultists with their shiny sticks. Wait, there are 4 cultists in this picture. There's no fights in this game with 4 cultists. Violet Lotus seems really good. Empty Cage seems okay. I guess if we pick Violet Lotus, like, what are we doing with all this energy? Because we have, like, 4 energy... Sometimes we have, like, 6 energy a turn with Violet Lotus. We don't really have anything to spend it on. I guess just, like, taking a full turn and then vaulting. Fusion Hammer is also an option. Watcher has some pretty good upgrades, so I'm a little bit reticent to just pick a Fusion Hammer if we don't like need it really badly. We don't have any super good upgrades here other than Vault. It's like Vault and then like Empty Fist or Third Eye. Empty Cage is also an option. We can get rid of the last 2 strikes. Makes the deck a little bit more consistent, but consistently doing what? Like just redrawing Windmill Strike over and over? I think Vault kind of gives... Violet Lotus kind of gives us the most, like... identity? I don't know. I feel like the deck really wants a fasting. Let's go with the Clockwork Souvenir. Yeah, we have an Inner Piece and an Empty Fist, so I think we're probably in Violet Lotus territory here. Alright, we'll see what we can do with it. Empty Cage would have been really good if we picked the Rushdown and then not gotten a Velvet Choker. We have 100 gold, so we're dodging shops. Very difficult to dodge shops here. Anything that starts here goes to a shop, this goes to a shop, so we have to go here if we want to dodge a shop. And that's 4 fights. Gets 2 elites and 2 fires, which is fine. There's a 3 elite path over here on the left. I'm not sure we're fighting 3 elites. But maybe we are. We could dodge any of them. An extra fire elite. But only 1 extra fire. We don't have any AoE, there's no conclude. So we're not like mega good at Act 2 elites. We do have an explosive pot currently. I think we're just gonna go left despite the shop. The shop's awkward, but not much we can do about it. I want to have a chance of doing 3 elites. I guess we get 2 fires. I didn't count this one, but I should have. Because that's in the path. We're being robbed. It's probably just like Inner Piece Vault here. That also helps set up our Horn Cleat for next turn, which is nice. And procs our Windmill Strike. We can Eruption, Windmill Strike, Halt, Vigilance, which is pretty dope. It blocks for like way more than we need to. But whatever. I guess we don't need Vigilance? I don't know, I don't really want to get hit for... we could use the block pot. We have a 40% chance to use this to waste the block pot. Block pot blocks up here. No Vigilance is an interesting call. It gets us some pretty good lethals next turn. Unfortunately, Empty Fist is just off lethal on Mugger. Does 18 next turn. So we'd probably end up lethaling him with like 24 damage. Nah, I think it's unnecessarily risky. I think we have enough damage. Okay. Alright. Looks like Deceive Reality and Safety is getting played. I'll just walk all the way out. Excellent, they're all attacking. Makes it easy to have enough time. Third Eye Double Defend, it blocks out. Getting an Eruption next turn seems good, since he is going to be blocking. I guess we Empty Fist before we Eruption, because we don't want to exit Wrath. but it looks like it doesn't matter. Okay. Darn. Meditate is another card that's really good with Establishment. There's the Battle Hymn I was looking for in Act 1. Prostrate would be our first Divinity card. It also says plus on it. Honestly, even the Protect is an option here. I think any of these cards are pickable, which is pretty unusual for an Act 2 card reward that doesn't contain like any rares or anything. Plus with a question card, you would not expect 4 cards to all be pickable. We're like surprisingly open here. We might even take like a Cut Through Fate or something. So, okay. We're looking for like, I always forget the name of the mantra card that's the power that gives you mantra every turn. We really like want that one, because we have a vault, so we can like vault ourselves into Divinity pretty frequently. Prostrate's a common, Meditate's an uncommon. So if we're looking for both, maybe we should take a Meditate now. I think Meditate leans a little bit too heavily on the eventual Establishment pickup. And we don't currently have any Establishment, so I don't know if Meditate's right. It is also just an insane card. It can also just like pull back we can like play Windmill Strike and then pull it back. Keep it ticking. Helps us end in calm. We don't have very many Wrath Enters, though. If we had, like, a Tantrum, Meditate would be quite a bit better. Devotion is the power. Thank you. Thank you, Thoughtonomic. Not only is that your name, that was your function here. I had a searching for the word, and you gave me the thought. Thoughtonomic. Prostrate's pretty heckin' good, though. Prostrate, I guess, has some choker problems. If we're playing Prostrate, we only gain 3 mantras, so we might end up in a situation where we have to like play 2 cards to get into Divinity, and then we only have 4 cards left. Which would be less of a problem with like a Worship, where we're pretty reliable. You're just going to play the 1 card to get in. Or Devotion, obviously. Because Devotion, we play 1 card like 6 turns ago to get in. What is the next big challenge for this run? Are we having trouble with Act 2 Elites? Because maybe we should just pick the Battle Hymn. Battle Hymn also makes the Vault better, because we get an extra Smite. We're pretty light on damage. We just got 2 strikes, a Windmill Strike, Eruption, and Empty Fist. I guess, and Carve Reality. Yeah, I do like going into Divinity and then having a bunch of smites and smiting people to death. So I think it's going to be the Battle Hymn here. Okay. Weak Pot versus Block Pot and Explosive Pot. Explosive Pot's really good in Gremlin Leader. And, although Weak Pot's also very good against, like, both Gremlin Leader and Book of Stabbing. I think I'm going to keep the current potions. Bites. What are you doing here? I'm gonna go to the bathroom while I think about bites. Be right back. I still don't know about bites. I think we're no on bites. We're like at full health right now, so we'd be giving up a lot of current HP, and we'd be increasing the deck size. Bites are best in a deck that like really needs marginal healing for some like obvious reason, right? Like if you're playing a defect deck and you're based on creative AI, then like bites are amazing, right? Because creative AI takes forever to set up. It's not really the situation here. We have like quite a bit of block and like a vault and stuff. So I don't think the deck size primarily is worth it. Current HP matters too, but the deck size is a big deal. No thanks, bite guy. Alright, I guess Battle Hymn, Vigilance, Defend. Blocks out here. Might be using the Explosive Pot in this fight. Alright. Inner Piece, draw some cards. Let's see, they're hitting for 18, currently blocking for 14, so Deceive Reality almost blocks out, or it does block out. Great. Well, I guess let's draw some cards first, and then we're probably going to Empty Fist. Windmill Strike's what we were looking for. Scariest Bird is one of these two. I'll hit the one with higher health. Oh my gosh, we got a Life Coach raid coming in. Thanks to the raid, Life Coach. How's it going, Life Coach's Raiders? This is kind of a weird one. Every Spire run is different, right? But this one we picked a Windmill Strike on floor 1 because we were doing a Mega Elite in Act 1. Felt pretty pressured to pick an attack. So we've kind of been trying to figure out how to make Windmill Strike work. Got a good number of strike removes. We found the Clockwork Souvenir, so very excited about that. Probably looking for like a Fasting at some point. Got a Vault and a Damaru that work well together. Just picked up a Battle Hymn, so kind of seeing how that plays right now. Probably we're going to end up doing like Battle Hymn Divinity stuff is the current like best plan. And now you're all caught up. We've blocked out this turn. We could play Windmill Strike, but we might as well just hold it until we're like in Wrath mode or something. We can't like split the bird or anything. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just done. Feels kind of weird to just not play the Windmill Strike, but we'd have a Violet Lotus, so we might be able to use the Windmill Strike to split a bird later. I don't know. Did Life Coach get a win in his run? I wasn't following what he was playing. I'm sure he's still on his Ironclad project. This seems like a pretty yikes turn. He's done with the Ironclad project? Was this the last one? Oh no, if he finished 26 and 14, did he lose the last like 2 or something? He was like 20, wasn't he like 26 and 12? I was tuned in for a brutal loss there near the end. Or near the end. 26 and 14 is still really good. It's impressive. Okay. This turn's pretty problematic. We can use a Smite. Nope. I was thinking we could use a Smite and an Explosive Pot to kill him. Not quite. Probably going to end up vaulting this turn to look for better options. I don't know. I was there for one of the runs he claims he misplayed, but it was, you have to, number one, Corruption was the last card in the deck, right? And like, against the Heart, obviously, he died against the Heart. And like, if you're a Corruption deck and you're playing against the Heart, you have to assume that Corruption is the last card, right? Because that's like the obvious worst case scenario. But I actually don't think he could have gotten there. Because he supposedly missed 2 card draws, but he was 3 cards from the end of the deck. Maybe he could have gotten it because the last card was like a Battle Trance or something, but I'm not 100% sure that it was possible to get to corruption in time. I think you'd have to path your way through the fight to have any reasonable chance at it. We do have actually quite a bit of block here. Third Eye, Safety, Protect. So maybe we just block this turn. Thanks for the follow, Robin True Williams. Wait. Robin Trilliums. So just more Robin Williams than the original. And thanks for the follow, Vikai. Yeah, but that's the thing, is like the heart, just the way that it kills you is bad draw order, right? Excuse the train sounds, sorry about that. We have a halt coming up next turn. Maybe we can like get a eruption, enter, exit to block all these attacks. So probably the plan is to like try and knock down the bird, because we can knock one down over 2 turns with the vault. They don't reset their flight counter. Or maybe like explosive pot to kill this middle one. Well, I mean, it sounds nice to build a deck that can't draw poorly, but like, I don't know if people in chat are familiar with the game 2048. 2048 is a game where like, it's sort of just like a math puzzle, and if you play it correctly, a lot of times you can get to like, you can get a really high score, right? And eventually, randomness does kill you. But, you know, you can get to 2048 pretty much 100% of the time, and you can usually get to like 4096, or 81, whatever. 8192. But there's a version of the game out there where it just gives you the absolute worst case scenario, and it's like, it's hard to get to 32, right? You can combine 2 2s, right? The game can't really prevent you from doing that, and you can get like a couple of blocks together, but as soon as it's like punishing you for every like theoretical, like you sort of like arrange your bricks in a line so they all collapse down to a corner. And as soon as it sees a gap, it'll just put a block in there and be like, nope, I blocked you. And it changes the game completely. So if you assume that you get worst case RNG, Slay the Spire can also do that to you, right? Like Slay the Spire can be like, no, your draw order is actually like super terrible, right? Like, okay, you can construct a deck that can fare really well against the heart, but on turn 2, you can always draw 5 statuses, right? There's no way to protect against that other than like having Snecko Eye, right? Or like retained cards. You can just top deck every single status. And it's unlikely, sure, but it's tough to survive against that. Okay, so I think we want to play an attack and then vault. I don't think we want to try and block this turn. I guess for completeness sake, let's talk about blocking. So protect, safety, third eye, block pop, blocks for 12, 24, 31, 36, which does block out, almost. They're hitting for 38. Wait a minute. It's 36 with just these, so 36 plus 6, so it would block out. So maybe that's good enough. Maybe we just save the vault. We are committed to losing the potion if we do that. And all these resources are retained, right? So we can do the same thing next turn, if randomness works out poorly. I'd like to play the vault with the Demario and Windmill Strike ticking, so I think we're going to hit him, because we can knock him down a couple of different ways next turn, with like Smite and Explosive Pot, and we're going to vault. Okay, we have an enter, halt, exit line available now. I guess we can like Vigilance Eruption, because we have the Violet Lotus. Hey, UN AI. Why did you say bro? Yeah, Merle, I think you're correct. Slay the Spire is sufficiently unsolvable that it would be very difficult to build a whatchamacallit, bad RNG AI. There's often, when you're training a neural network, you often train two neural networks at the same time, and you sort of train them to fight each other. If you were building an AI to play Slay the Spire, you could build one at the same time to build bad RNG using that method. Okay, so if we start with Vigilance, Eruption, Halt, we're going to need to play an Empty Fist at some point. We're probably killing a bird with that line. Eruption's going to do 4, Empty Fist is going to do 18, half of that's 9, so 4 plus 9 is only 13, not enough to kill that bird. But we could do the 9 and then Explosive Pot to kill it, if we want to kill a different bird. Killing a different bird would be like a Smite, which would end up doing 12. Doesn't seem likely with the Choker, if that's going to happen. So I think it's just going to be like Vigilance, Eruption, Halt, Protect, Safety. Blocks for 18 with that, 26 with the Vigilance, plus 24. Seems like plenty. Might even get to save one of these. We'll just go ahead and use a Smite to kill him. It's pretty efficient. Um, 12 plus 14 is 26 already. So maybe we should have just used 2 more Smites while we were there. Whatever. Oh, 1 more Smite, yeah. Joker. Alright, 2 Smites kills him. And then we can just block out with whatever. Two strikes kills him next turn. As long as we carve Reality, we can knock him down. And then Windmill Strike for the win. Kapow! There's our second chance at a prostrate. This one is not upgraded. The last one was, but it was up against Battle Hymn, which I think was good enough to pick. Still think we're in the market for a prostrate. Although it has choker problems. The first solution that comes to mind is a Brute Force Simulate each combat 1,000 times and give you the deck order with the lowest win rate. But that's tough on processing power and doesn't even work consistently. Well, the problem with it is not like simulating, or is not like doing it 1,000 times, right? The problem is the simulation, right? Like how do you simulate the player play order? It's like a significantly non-trivial problem. You'd have to simulate it 1,000 times, even just with 1 seed, to find the right play order. What are we doing here? I feel like it's prostrate versus skip here. I don't think we want a second Third Eye, second Empty Fist, or a Sanctity. I think I will take a prostrate. Okay. Question mark? Sure. Potions for gold. We've already got some pretty good potions, so maybe we just pay 20 gold. We are going to be forced into a shop here in a second. Maybe we take damage. If paying 20 gold... I guess paying 20 gold can't ever cost us a fasting. We're not going to be able to afford a shop relic no matter what, but we've already got Clockwork Souvenir, so that's not a huge deal. 20 gold doesn't cost us a card remove. If we 20 gold, we can still afford a card remove. I think that's probably the plan. Just pay 20 gold, hopefully get an upgrade, and then either card remove or buy a fasting. Fruit juice? Okay. I'll take some max HP. If you're gonna twist my arm. Another prostrate. Halt is available. Rushdown, enlightenment. Nah. I think we're just card removing. Could buy a potion and spend the fruit juice, but none of these potions are super persuasive. Well, I think you're Talia, I think you're overestimating the branching factor of a Slay the Spire turn slightly there. Because on Slay the Spire, you're likely to only have like 5 or 6 things you can possibly do at a time, which is comparable to up, down, left, and right. The reason that 2048 is easy to simulate is that you can just have an algorithm that plays 2048 pretty much ideally. There's very little creativity required to play the game. So you can prune the decision space a lot more efficiently, because you know pretty much what the correct answers are, what they aren't. But with Slay the Spire you can't do that, because maybe just like ending turn is the best play, even if you have other playable options. Alright, let's just card remove. Getting more strikes out. Seems good. We're pretty near full life, so let's go fight Neely. Alright. Vigilance Inner Piece is okay. We could use Third Eye first, and then Vigilance Inner Piece to try and draw the Windmill Strike, get that ticking. Sure. We don't need Vault right now. Halt's not helpful. Empty Fist is not happening this turn. Hey, we got the Windmill Strike. Okay. We've blocked out. I'll go ahead and play Prostrate anyway. Give us a Sooner Divinity. Can I have that Vault back, please? I guess maybe when I saw the Vault, I was supposed to not draw cards to guarantee the Vault next turn, since I knew I wasn't killing a Gremlin. That's probably a better line. Should have taken a second to think about that. But now we're here. We could Eruption Windmill Strike one of the Gremlins down. Downside of that is we would take 66 damage from Leader, which seems bad. I've been told that large numbers of damage are bad for player health. I don't want to test it out. It is convenient that he blocked on the... or he's attacking on the Horn Fleet turn. That's saving us some damage here. Carve Reality Smite is 18 damage, not enough to kill a sneaky gremlin. So it's probably like Battle Hymn, Protect, Defend, Block Bot. Protect, Defend blocks for 17, plus the 12 is 29, plus 14 is 43. So we end up taking 15 damage. We get Battle Hymn developed. I'm not seeing a better line. Eruption's probably not happening this turn. Windmill Strike's probably not happening. So it's some combination of these. And Carve Reality doesn't kill anybody. So it seems like it's a lower priority than defend. I guess we could take 5 extra damage to get a Smite in hand. Maybe that's worth it. If we get a Smite in hand, we go up to 5 Mantra next turn. Then we like 2 turn into Divinity with Prostrate. Oh wait, no, this is a Prostrate minus. Yeah, I think I like just taking the, saving the 5 health. Okay. Windmill Strike is lethal on Sneaky Gremlin now. I think this turn is just like Deceive Reality Vault. I guess maybe it's Windmill Strike, Deceive Reality, Defend. As much as I want to like get up a big Windmill Strike, it seems like saving the Vault is fairly important. We don't really need it this turn. We just take 1 to that line. Alright, he is summoning. Probably want to Third Eye and then just pitch everything, so that we can get closer to getting back to Windmill Strike and Eruption and stuff. I don't think we're pitching Prostrate. I think we need that. That's Divinity next turn if we want it. So maybe Eruption's bad. Divinity triple smite next turn is... what are these do? 36? So there'd be 3 of them. A little over 100 damage. Not going to be lethal. Where is it? If we draw Eruption and Empty Fist, then like Prostrate, Triple Smite leaves room for 2 attacks. Carve Reality or Empty Fist Eruption does it. Okay, so Smites are doing 12. We don't have any strength, so they do 36. We're not getting weakened. So it is 36 times 3, which is... yeah, let's just pull up the calculator. What the hell? Why are you... what is Cortana doing here? Okay, so we got 36 times 3... oops, not times 6. Alright, 36 times 3 is 108, and then Eruption's gonna do 27. So yeah, we just need Eruption in 1 other attack, and we get there next turn. Okay, so we don't want to draw any cards. We just want to not take damage. Which we can do fairly easily. Let's get the Protect out of hand, since we don't need that right now. Yeah, so we did draw 2 attacks, so we got Strike, Empty Fist. Empty Fist and Eruption both exit Divinity. But we can play Eruption to exit, and then Empty Fist still gets the 2 times damage from that. But also we have Prostrate is a card, and then... oh wait, shit, this is not Divinity. Okay, so this is not Divinity. So instead, we're going to, like, Eruption, Empty Fist to kill the most threatening Gremlin. And then Quad Smite next turn. So we need to block for 15 this turn, assuming we're killing the back one. We have a Safety and a Prostrate, so that seems fine. I guess I'll fit in a Strike since I can. Oh, Strike would have been a more efficient way to kill Mad Gremlin. Oops. Missed a little bit of damage. Okay. Should be lethal next turn. Carve Reality certainly makes it lethal. Okay. Didn't even need that. Great. Alright. Conclude is useful for Slavers. We are going into another elite fight pretty much immediately. We could definitely use some AoE. Conclude fights with Vault a little bit. Multiple end turn effects is not ideal. That's right, we can finally pick up the pressure points. Transform the deck into its final form. The pressure point stack. Second Prostrate is here. We could go into Divinity a little faster. 4 mantra per shuffle, probably 4 turns per shuffle as well, so it's 8 per shuffle with the tomorrow. Little weak. Take a second to see reality. It seems like we got way too many retained cards. Hey, Artie. How's it going? I think conclude is way too good to skip here. Alright. Looks like an upgrade to me. We can probably handle 2 elite fights at 48. Upgrade Vault is really good. Conclude's probably the best damage upgrade. Battle Hymn would be nice to get on turn 1. It seems like it comes soon enough since we're so slow to enter Divinity. Prostrate's a reasonable upgrade too. Get an extra mantra. It's a pretty weak like upgrade. You only just get 1 more mantra. But it's infinite value per energy, so I think it's going to be conclude. Is that true? Maybe it's Vault. Vault upgrade is pretty nice. Yeah, let's go for Vault. Okay, Book of Stabbing. Starting off with the big attack, Rude. Upgraded Battle Hymn is innate, so it starts in your starting hand. Alright. I guess we can Vault this turn. Set up for a good next turn with third eye. This is not exactly what I was looking for. Definitely no on these two. Maybe yes on Vigilance. We do have to block for 24. No. I think we're looking for like Deceive Reality. I mean, we have Hornclate triggering too, so. Okay, just need a block for 10, so that's going to be 2 defends. Do we play Empty Fist? Waste the energy? Or do we hold the energy? We've gone through both of the Calmenters, so if we want a Wrath Enter, we will need the energy, I guess. Actually, wait. There's no more exits either. Empty Fist is also the last exit, so we're probably not going into Eruption because it's probably scary. So I think we just want the damage. Battle Hymn seems like it's getting played. Probably just Deceive Reality safety and conclude. Takes 5. Eruption is kind of early here. I was hoping to get lethal with it next time I saw it. We're probably just doing a Divinity lethal again. Which is not next turn, because we do not have a Prostrate Plus. Prostrate Minus, putting us a turn slower. Maybe we should have upgraded the Prostrate. Seems like it's pretty important. Sitting for 28 this turn, we can block for 19. Seems too low. Get an extra Smite in hand. Yeah, I don't see an alternative. I don't think we want Defends next turn. This is a low impact. Deceive Reality, Safety, Defend is something. Next turn we're getting Divinity. We actually have to clear out a hand. I guess we don't, because drawing 4 cards is enough to guarantee it, but we will only draw 4 cards with the current number of retains. Oh wait, that's not true. Not if we play the safety, because we're only holding 4 cards. So we'll generate 1 and then draw 5. He's only hitting for 24, so he's taking a little bit of mercy on us here. And we're able to block out as a result. We don't really need the extra energy, because Divinity is going to give us the energy, so we'll just play Conclude. And this is lethal, right? 4 smites, each doing 39 damage. 39 times 4 is 156. It is lethal. Okay. Okay, hit to sarcasm. Hi. Backup prep is insane. I mean, it's always insane, but it's super good here. Got to imagine it's a lessons learned. Love to see lessons learned as a watcher. It's early enough that we'll get several procs out of it. A lot of cards that need upgrading. Conclude, Prostrate, Battle Hymn, Protect, Vigilance, Inner Peace, Third Eye, Windmill Strike, you name it. Even Defends and stuff could use it. Okay. Judgment's okay too. A little late for Judgment to be super good. Happy Flower is normally quite good, but this deck has a lot of energy and a Velvet Choker. So this maybe should be Sapphire Key. Picked up some pretty insane relics over the last couple of floors. Lantern and Bag of Prep. Bag of Prep really helps us to draw the Windmill Strike on turn 1. As though that's still the plan of the deck. Should probably just remove the Windmill Strike at this point. To avoid it getting a Lessons Learned upgrade. Lantern's super helpful for getting down the eventually upgraded Battle Hymn down on turn 1. Also helps us draw a Vault so that we get turn 1 Horncleat. What does the link mean? Oh, the link. It means they're tied together. So you get one of these two. You either get Happy Flower or the key. And the key is how you get to Act 4. And Happy Flower is just good. I think I'm going to take Happy Flower anyway. We're going to need to find some way to spend a bunch of energy. Maybe we just like fasting even after we've been debuffed in the heart fight. Also, we don't have any fasting, so... Yeah, energy seems good. Another elite, Slavers or Gremlin Leader. Firepot's pretty good in Gremlin Leader, and good in Slavers. We're pretty comfortable with that. Gremlin Leader, again, no Slavers this run. We have an Eruption and a Halt, but no Exit. You can just Firepot the Fat Gremlin. Block for 18. Yeah, anytime you see a chest, Hint of Sarcasm, you can take either the relic, either the last relic or the key. If there are 2 relics in the chest, which happens sometimes, the first one is not an option for the swap. I don't know why I'm going into that specific detail, but... I learned on a recent stream that if you have... what's the thing that makes relics have, or chests have 2 relics? Gosh. Whatever. If you have the thing that makes relics, Matryoshka. If you have Matryoshka and Naloth's Hungry Face, which takes a relic out of the next, or takes the next relic out of a chest, you'll still have the option of swapping the relic for a Sapphire Key. So, like, either the relic that gets added by Matryoshka is preferentially eaten by Naloth, or, like, they sort of counteract each other and it just treats it like a normal one relic chest. I don't know how it works with the code, but that is how it works functionally. Alright, we're probably just playing, like, Halt, Defend, Third Eye, and, like, Firepotting the Fat Gremlin. You've only played 4 times, but haven't lost yet, but haven't tried Ascension. Yeah, Ascension definitely makes it harder. If you're the kind of person who watches Slay the Spire streams, you're probably like quite a bit ahead of where the game expects you to be on the difficulty curve, because you already like know how the cards work and stuff. So they're trying to teach you, and you're like, pshaw, learning. It's for the weak. We already have Windmill Strike. We're kind of looking for Prostrate and Battle Hymn to get the Divinity plan going. I will take a Conclude, though. In this fight, it's pretty good. Still got a Armor Gremlin to get through. And then we take 2 here. Do we play Windmill Strike now that we know there's a Conclude coming? Conclude kills Shield Gremlin next turn with that. We know he's not attacking. Sure. Alright, well we got all the things I was asking for. Oops, restart the fight so I can empty fist on Gremlin Leader. I wasn't... just forgot that Conclude was going to end my turn. Amazing. Just replay this real quick. Okay. Alright. Got rid of all the gremlins from the first batch. Now we're doing the second batch. This looks scary. 18, 28, 33. Damage coming in. We can, like, play a bunch of cards in Vault. Like Inner Peace, Deceive Reality, Vault. Maybe Smite, too. Enter Calm. Do some damage to Sneaky Gremlin. I mean, the alternative is we take a bunch of damage here, right? And that seems wrong. Thanks for the follow, Lookzo. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. So these block for 9 plus 12 is 21, plus another 12 is 33. Wait, that's exactly how much they're attacking for. 18, 28, 33. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll just do that then. We are skipping Inner Peace, but we have Vigilance next turn, so it's not a huge deal. Alright. Strike Smite could kill a Sneaky Gremlin. Double Smite kills a Mad Gremlin, but that also sort of eats into our victory condition. I suppose Strike Smite does as well. Let's look into the future a little bit here. We have Conclude next turn. Maybe we just like Wrath Mode Conclude. How much armor does Gremlin Leader give? Look up the wiki real quick. I think it's like 9, right? It's 10. So if he gives 10 armor and we go into Wrath mode, then Conclude is not lethal. Prostrate does not put us into Divinity next turn. Although, man, Divinity Conclude would be really good next turn, but we can't do it. Certainly not skipping a Prostrate. Okay, so we're Divinity... We're getting lethal in 2 turns. We might draw Lessons Learned as well. So I think we're going to set up for that. So we're blocked out. I think we just go for... Well, we've got plenty of damage for Leader, right? Because we've got 156 damage in 2 turns. So we don't need to go for Leader, so I'll just strike him. Oh wait, 156 damage is too much, because then we can't Lessons Learned, right? Other problems are we're taking a bunch of damage here. Most block here is Prostrate, Protect, Double Defend, Conclude. I guess that's too much energy, so no Conclude. That's 4, 16 plus 10 is 26. He's in for 33 by himself. Seems like we would die. I appear to have goofed on my calculation, so it's not 156, it's 144, which makes more sense, because that's 12 squared. And 36 is 12 times 3, and 4 is times 3 is 12, so 12 times 12. It all makes sense. We could probably kill both gremlins, but at a cost. So, like, triple smite conclude, prostrate conclude, like, survives this turn. Yeah, fruit juice is here, giving us 5 health if we need it. Okay, so the protect, double defend, prostrate line blocks for 12, 22, 26. They hit for 33 plus 25. So we take 32 damage, and fruit juice saves us. Doesn't seem great. Actually, let me check for lethal here. So eruption, these hit for 24. 24 times 3 is nowhere close. It's like 72. 72 plus 9 is 81, plus another 24. It's not enough. It would be enough to set up lessons learned next turn if we like had Vault in hand or something, but we don't. Also, we can't play Vault and conclude. Is there a line that like kills a gremlin and then blocks? I mean, sure, we could like double smite, sneaky gremlin, and then protect prostrate. This game needs combos. Interesting. I guess we could smite, protect, conclude with prostrate. Because the smite and the conclude block for more than the double defend, right? This would save 5 additional life by killing him. We lose a smite. We still have 3 smites the following turn, and we get conclude damage now. So we do 12 damage to him. He'd go to 129. 3 smites. He's 108. So he'd be at 21 for the lessons learned. So lessons learned would be lethal next turn. Seems like a pretty good outcome. Okay, and I think we don't even need to use the fruit juice with that line. Although we probably need to use it as for the next fight. Yeah, there's actually lots of ways to make your next attack do double. There's Echo Form, there is Necronomicon, there is the Silent card that never gets any play because it's terrible, that doubles your damage next turn. There's Dual Wield, tons of cards to make things do double. Limit Break feels like it makes your things do double. We don't happen to be playing with any of them right now. Eruption makes your cards do double. Okay, I think I found the line I like. Let me just do the math one more time just to make sure that I'm surviving this turn. So he hits for 33, he hits for 10. He actually hits for 12 because we make him a little madder. My favorite here, I think Watcher is my favorite. I don't know. My favorite, like, it's a very complicated question, Withering, and it's one that gets asked a lot. And I have complicated feelings because, like, I like aspects of a lot of the different characters, and it's like the question isn't very precise, right? Because are you asking who's my favorite one to play, or who's my favorite one to look at, or who's got my favorite like fiction? There's a lot of different sort of aspects. But I do like playing Watcher quite a bit. Okay, so he does two extra damage, so we do 33 plus 12 is still not lethal. We survived that. So we get to save the fruit juice. Okay. Come on, lessons learned. Oh, we got it. So then we do 120 or 108 damage with the 3 strikes, And then lessons learned for 30. Cool. Get a protect upgrade. Okay. Got a chance at another concludes. Scrawl is reasonable. Kind of fights with Velvet Choker a little bit. But we have a lot of energy. So we could use Scrawl to draw the expensive thing that we end up having. This might be a deck that needs like a... whatchamacallit? The card that does 9 times X and cost X to generate the card. Yeah, we did start with Velvet Choker. I think Velvet Choker is actually a good outcome. Velvet Choker's pretty good. Conjure Blade, thank you. Might be a Conjure Blade deck. We ended that last turn with 11 energy, although the turn when we have a lot of energy is also the turn when we go into Divinity. We don't really want to be spending a bunch of energy playing Conjure Blade on our Divinity turn. We kind of just want to be winning on that turn. Scrawl helps to draw the stupid Windmill Strike that we still have. Helps draw Battle Hymn, which is actually good. Vault. Lessons learned. There's going to be lots of fights where we're like desperate to draw the lessons learned right at the end. I think Scrawl's probably a take. Alright, let's see if we can survive this Snake Plant. Not a super promising start. I guess surviving the turn is a promising start, so maybe this is super promising. We need to like protect, deceive reality, defend if we want to not take any damage. And then we can like carve reality, get a smite. Okay. Yeah, so Marinda, fruit juice is sort of a complicated potion. The reason not to drink fruit juice, the most obvious reason not to drink fruit juice is like the apparitions event. And I don't think we would take apparitions, but we could see them here. So the apparitions event takes half of your max HP and gives you some very valuable cards. And so if we increase our max HP by 5 before the apparitions event, then they'll take, on average, 2.5 extra health from us. But if we drink the fruit juice after, then the fruit juice sort of has double the leverage. I don't know, would we take apparitions in this deck? Maybe we would. Ghost Watcher? Not sure. Looks like we can get Battle Hymn down here. Too bad we lost the Horn Cleat value. He's not attacking on turn 2. We could just go into Eruption. I think I like going into Eruption here. We could just Eruption Vault. I mean, we are like waiting until smites go off with Divinity, right? So it makes some sense. I think we just get in there with a couple smites. We're like very low on health here, so if we can end the fight sooner rather than later, that seems like a good thing. Actually, we have guaranteed lethal next turn with another smite. So I guess we don't play Empty Fist. Yeah, I'll just take lethal. Oh wait, we have Lessons Learned coming up too. Yeah, we have guaranteed Lessons Learned next turn. Neat. This is the first time Clockwork Souvenir procced in the run. And a Strike Upgrade. Sweet. I don't think we want Cut Through Fate. I don't want Flying Sleeves or Protect or Crescendo either. So I think this is a skip. Still looking for that Establishment. Not looking very hard at this point though. Not sure if we even want it. Ooh boy. Okay. We get Battle Hymn down. Probably vaulting this turn. I guess we do have enough block to block out here. 8 plus 16 is 24. That'd be playing both halves of Deceive Reality. So then we, like, Vigilance, Battle Him, Deceive Reality, Safety, conclude with the... Seems okay. Sure, why not? Because we don't have enough energy, that's why. Okay, well I think I'd rather have Battle Him than Conclude. Conclude is only hitting Fungi Beast here. Alright, Inner Peace draws cards. Prostrate gives a little bit of block. Currently deficit of 11 block. So if we can draw into another defend, that'd be nice. Killing Fungi Beast does net block here. Makes Shell Parasite hit us for 10. We've already lost our artifact charge to the Frail. Alright, so we've got enough block with the Protect. Prostrate Defend is enough block so we could hold the Protect if we're killing Fungi Beast. How do we kill Fungi Beast? 2 smites. 12 plus 6 is 18 plus 9 is 27. So we could kill him with that 3 energy. And then Defend is the 4th energy. Prostrate's free. That seems good. Okay. We're just getting him with the bronze scales. We don't even need to go into Divinity or anything like that. Quick lethal check here. Eruption does 9 to armor, so he's down to 5 armor. Effective health is 68. Hey, good morning, Sherwins. 68 minus 24 from these, so 48 leaves 20. That seems lethal. Sweet. I didn't think that was going to be lethal, but it was. Worship would make us go into Divinity much faster. Currently just rocking the 1 Prostrate. It's a high energy deck, so having a Worship is normally like kind of expensive. I am standing, yeah, I have a standing desk. Air Force CE 36. Air Force 36? I get it. I assumed CE meant Common Era when I was first reading it. It does not. Was the Air Force founded in 1936? Seems like a reasonable time for it to be founded. It's definitely pre-jets, but it's there were like biplanes in 1936, right? Oh. What's the 36 all about? Yeah, I think we're taking a Worship, right? We have so much energy, like a Lantern, Happy Flower, Velvet Choker, Violet Lotus. Like we're just gobs of energy. So if we can turn that into going into Divinity faster, that seems wise to do. Mental Fortress could help us block a little bit. I'm always a little bit wary about Mental Fortress. Like I've had wins with Mental Fortress, and it can contribute some block. Whoa. Wait, are you telling me the Air Force was founded after World War II? But like there were already like jets at the end of World War II. I don't understand that. Who operated the jets if not the Air Force? Army Air Corps. Okay. Interesting. But like the problem with Mental Fortress, and thanks for the follow, Air Force. Appreciate it. The problem with Mental Fortress is, if you come to rely on Mental Fortress for block, then like... Oh, and thank you for the subscription. I'm supposed to welcome you to the vegetable patch, and also thank you for loafing around. You really ran through all the formulaic steps there right in a row. First chat, follow, subscribe, instant. This is one of the steepest user acquisition slopes I've ever seen. What grows in the vegetable patch? I hope Sure wins that we all grow in the vegetable patch. This is a place where we can all grow together. The problem with Mental Fortress is, like, okay, so the dream for Mental Fortress is you're, like, entering Calm, you're entering Wrath, you're entering Calm, you're entering Wrath, you're blocking for 1,000,000, right? That's great. A couple problems with that dream. Number one, we have Velvet Choker, so we can't do that. Number two, when it doesn't work, like at the beginning of a fight, when you haven't played Mental Fortress yet, or you're not, like, set up, it doesn't do anything. And not blocking when your combo doesn't work is, like, super lethal. Because you just, all it takes is, like, a triple Jawworm fight in Act 3, and you're like, oh no, they're so fast. I don't have time. And they kill you. So I'm wary about Mental Fortress. Also, this just isn't a very good deck for Mental Fortress, so I guess I shouldn't be talking about it as much. Alright, let's take the Worship. Seems fun. It seems like we should probably rest here, which means we need to drink the fruit juice, because this is one of the times when you need the max HP, because resting heals you for a portion of your max HP, so you want that to be as high as possible. Alright. No heal YOLO. I like the idea. It's got a lot of spunk. Yeah, I like relics, sure. What do you got for me? Juicy Bracelet. He was worried about me robbing him, but in reality, he robbed me. Juicy Bracelet is not worth 85 gold. Against the Collector, we could upgrade our Battle Hymn so that we have that guaranteed on turn 1. I like that quite a bit. We're going to need to go into Divinity probably twice in the Collector fight. I don't think we can bank enough damage to one-shot her. I finally gendered Collector correctly. So the ideal is, like, we would kill her on turn 4 when she debuffs us, right? But I don't think we can do 300 damage from hand, because we would only do 36 damage per smite. So it's going to take at least 2 rounds of Divinity. You always found it weird how at the end all the paths go different campsites before converging to the boss, rather than just converging to a single campsite. I also thought that was weird, Miranda. Great point. Need to practice Watcher more. Been playing a lot of Defect. Yeah, Watcher is very difficult. Does fruit juice alter the rest site heal even though you drank it while at the rest site? It doesn't look like the text changed, but it looks like you healed for 21 instead of 20. Yeah, it does. It does heal you for more. I don't know if the text changes, but it definitely works. Yeah, it did say 20, didn't it? And we did heal for 21. If we upgrade Battle Hymn, we get extra smites. Yeah, the first turn is not very dangerous in this particular fight. I think I'm gonna go for it. It's possible we get punished for this by dying. Okay. I think maybe the reason, maybe like during design they all converge to one, and they. So if you look at these paths, like if you imagine, like if these two paths all converge to a campsite that was here, it'd be awkward because they would like go through each other. So because this icon is so large, it's easy to have all of these other things like path up to it, and they don't have to like make any crazy, like hard turns. So I think the UI might be the reason. Okay, Battle Hymn's always getting played. I think the rest of the energy is like Vigilance, Strict, Deceive Reality. I don't see any alternative to that particularly. Okay. Alright. Currently taking 14 or 21 damage rather. We can block that with protect block, or protect defend. Inner Peace can draw us something, a worship or something. We don't really need Vault yet, so it's kind of bad if it draws Vault. Conclude's fine. Yeah, I think just protect plus defend concludes the line here. I guess, can we, if we double defend halt, we take some damage. I don't want to do that. Everyone's everyone's getting Mirinda defect advice. I'm a little bit wary about Talier's advice. So archetypes is for me like sort of a dangerous watchword that people use to justify incorrect decisions. I prefer the phrase synergy package, so you hear me say that a lot. I feel like that kind of gets you. The word archetype can get you into the mode of thinking where, like, if you pick Claw, you have to pick All for One, right? Or maybe that's a bad example, but like, if you start trying to force a like focus scaling defect every time, you'll definitely get some wins, right? Like focus scaling is often something that defect ends up doing, but like, you need to be careful, right? Because you can end up passing a Rip and Tear because it doesn't do any focus scaling, right? And you're like, I don't need this card, but like in reality, you needed that card to kill whatever Slavers or Book of Stabbing or something, like some challenge that was in front of you that you're not currently ready for. Yeah, Captain Zipper's got a great example. If you have All for One, you're probably not supposed to stick Claws still, right? Exactly. Yeah, All for One is best at like doing Madness Infinites and like other silly stuff. Right, exactly. Solving fights you don't have the answers for is more important than like picking the card because it fits into the archetype. And like archetypes, it's not a wrong way of thinking about the game, right? So I don't want to say like that's incorrect, because it's not, right? Like cards have like designed synergies, right? Like they fit together. And so like if you have some set of cards and this other set of cards helps you solve the problems that are in front of you, that's great. And that's more likely to happen if they are sort of in the same like archetype, right? But you can get trapped in that mode of thinking too, so I would caution you about that. 14 damage coming in. Lessons learned. I think we're trying to get on Collector this fight if we can. We need block. Probably losing a safety here. Probably playing Prostrate. Safety Prostrate blocks out. The Conclude has softened these torch heads up, so we could try and kill one of them next turn. We have Worship coming next turn, so if we Prostrate this turn, Worship is going to go into Divinity. We also have Vault coming, which is kind of awkward. If we do go into Divinity next turn, then a Smite would kill each Torch Head. And we're going to have 4 Smites in hand. So that seems pretty good. So let's just get another Smite, use Safety to block out and to clear out hand room, because we're going to generate a Smite and we're holding 4 cards currently. Prostrate to make sure we're getting in Divinity. And I guess Third Eye to get Eruption and Vault out of the draw. We're probably not vaulting next turn. Yeah, okay. Alright, it's turn 4 already. I clicked Worship. Goddamn right I did. Chef, I love Worship. That's what you meant by clicked Worship. Wait. What happened? I thought you meant that I picked worship. Hold on, hold on. We're turning this bus around. Just replaying the first couple of turns here to undo the misclick. Sorry about that, everybody. Thanks for the follow, Shamrock. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. 2776. That's a significant distance into the future. We must not have played Inner Peace. No, we did play Inner Peace. Because there were 8 cards left. Okay, so we played Inner Peace. And then we played Conclude at the end of the turn. I think it was like Protect, Defend, Conclude. Yeah, so Protect, Defend. Yeah, Protect, Defend, Conclude's great. Okay. Running for Redacted. We're on to you, Shamrock. Okay, alright, so now we just have to do this clicking better. So let's start with this and do the correct clicks. We don't want this. We know what that. We do want that one. We're keeping that one. Okay. And then we're prostrating and getting the safety out of hand, playing the card reality. Okay, there we go. We've done it correctly this time. Alright. She is debuffing us, and we're doing a bunch of damage. Looks like we get to end with a Conclude too, so we actually don't need to spend any of the smites on Torch Heads. We can just go all in here. Alright, we've only got 5 cards left, so it's probably going to be Quad Smite Conclude. Alright. Getting her softened up for the lessons learned. We blocked the weak, but not the frail. So, let's see. What are we doing here? If she's hitting first for 39, we need to block for at least 11 to survive. Third Eye Vigilance does that. Probably more would be good. So let's start with Vigilance, Inner Peace, and see what we can get. Okay, we found the Protect Plus. That's a lot of block. It's also the most energy efficient block we have, so let's go ahead and just use it. There is a vault here, so we're not in danger if we start erupting here. Looks like we're trying to set up for lessons learned pretty quickly here. Probably not planning on going into Divinity again. It looks like we've done enough damage that we can just get there without it. So if we Eruption Windmill Strike, that does 38, plus 9 is 47, plus the 24 from each of these, so 37 plus 48 is some ungodly number, 85, I think. So that sets up for a Lessons Learned by itself with the Carved Reality. So let's live that world. Actually, I'm going to Smite instead of Windmill Striking, both because Windmill Strike suddenly kills her, gosh darn it. Kills her, and because I don't want to redraw the Windmill Strike, and that's not a danger with Smite. So she's all set up for the Lessons Learned. We just gotta get there. Let's go ahead and peel off all her armor, and then vault. We can, like, halt, prostrate, scrawl. We can't draw 10 cards with Sprawl, because that would require us to empty our hand, and our hand contains lethal. But halt and prostrate are cards we can play. We can play Inner Peace, too. Get an extra draw. Doesn't endanger lethal, because Windmill Strike is hitting like a truck here. There's no more card draw. It was in the bottom 3, so we're gonna miss it. Unless we can block here. Deceive Reality, Safety, Third Eye looks to be the most block. So block for 3, and then with the Frail, Safety is going to block for, what, 9? Only 2 cards left. Oh, that's true. Good point. Our deficit is currently like 28, so I don't think we're getting there. Alright. Darn. Close. Second lessons learned. There's the Conjure Blade. I said I wanted it. Do I want it? I was kind of lukewarm on it even when I suggested it, so I don't think we're going to pick it here. Judgment's bad in Act 3. Omniscience is a lot of cards for Choker, but it might be a pick here. What's the best Omniscience target in the deck? Windmill Strike. You could get it like a big Windmill Strike and then play it twice. That's pretty impressive. It's some good damage. We could double play Worship to go into immediate Divinity, although that would use up 3 of the cards for the Velvet Choker. And it's energy negative, because it gains us 3 but costs 4. Other things we could do, Battle Hymn's never going to be in the deck. Maybe if we get like a Deva Form or an Alpha or something, that would be an option. We could get Prostrate. Vigilance or Eruption or something. Yeah, I'm not super persuaded by any of these. Second Lessons Learned is kind of an option. Makes it a little easier to get procs. There's several AoE fights in Act 3. Although you can't get 2 Lessons Learned procs in Darkling fight. And you're very likely to fight Darklings. It's good in shapes, right? We could Lessons Learned on 2 shapes. We haven't hit a single Defend or Vigilance yet. We did hit a Protect, though. It's an upgrade. Or Prostrate. Prostrate would be a really nice hit one of these days. Yeah, I think we're just skipping here. What do you got for me? Astrolabe, Tiny House, and Sacred Bark. Well, not a huge fan of Tiny House or Sacred Bark. There is a potion slot available for Tiny House. We do still have good upgrades, and 50 gold is always valuable, so we could pick Tiny House. Sacred Bark helps a lot in Act 4. Generally, you're going to want to save some potions for that. I'm not sure we're in a great position to save potions for Act 4. It seems like there's some pretty dangerous Act 3 fights that we might not be able to conserve resources while we're going through. I think we're just gonna like Astrolabe like 2 defends and a Windmill Strike here. 3 defends is an option. I don't like, what is the Windmill Strike even doing in this deck though? It's like so bad. Yeah, I think we're getting rid of a Windmill Strike. I think that's worse than Strike Plus. Maybe it's Strike, Defend, Windmill Strike. Strike is upgraded, though. It's not nothing. I feel like the deck needs more block, so transforming my 3 defends seems like counterproductive slightly. And we really don't need any damage at all, so I think Strike, Windmill Strike are good transforms. So yeah, the more I think about it, I think it's definitely these 2, and then maybe a Defend. Maybe it's Empty Fist. Just take all the damage out of the deck. Because we have an upgraded Battle Hymn now, and we like go into Divinity really quickly, so we like don't need any damage, basically. It's kind of too slow for the hearth, though, isn't it? This deck needs a wallop. Alright, I am going to ask really bad of all the damage. I hate the damage. It's so bad. Oh, we got to talk to the hand. Inner Peace and Wreath of Flames are pretty disappointing. I don't know about that. Seems like a bad outcome. I mean, talk to the hand's good, but these two are so bad. I'm not sure if, I don't think that helped us. Donu Deka, it's going to be hard to get talk to the hand down on them. Probably looking for question marks here. Card removes are good for Wreath of Flame. Fighting Act 1 elites is good. Probably not looking for shops with 157. Probably like to just save that money for Act 4. We've already done our green key, so our pathing is free. Looks like 2 question marks into these elites is pretty good. 3 elites, some extra fires. Going up the middle. Yeah, Ragnarok is definitely on the table now. I mean, Ragnarok would have been a pick at any point in this run, pretty much, right? After you see Choker, you're like, can I get a Ragnarok? That'd be nice. But like with Wreath of Flame, Ragnarok suddenly is just absolutely busted. Like Wreath of Flame Divinity mode Ragnarok does such insane damage. Let's imagine that for a second. Let's live in that world. So like, it does 6 times 6, right? So it would do 14 times 6, 14 times 3 times 6. Is some ungodly number. 14 times 3 times 6. 252. Yeah, it's true. Wreath of Flame is not terrible. I mean, it's only 24 extra damage. It's fine if it's like, if we got a wall up, right? But is there an alternate line to this one? Don't want to hit this shop. I don't hate fights either. We could just go this way. We're gonna get like a snake plant though if we do that, or not snake plant, writhing mass. I think we're trying to focus on the elites and fires. I guess we need fights though. We need fights to have lessons learned hit. But we don't have any marginal healing, so like fights are gonna hurt us a little bit. Okay, I like this route. It's got enough fights on it. It's got 3 fights before the first elite. I'm not complaining. First up is Shapes. I kind of just like battle him, worship Vault. See you next turn. Alright, we've already blocked out. I don't really want to smite. I guess we can smite him now, and then next turn if we draw Lessons Learned, we smite Lessons Learned. Learn our lesson right away. If we block for 20, we can conclude. We can block for 20. Okay. Fit in Talk to the Hand on Repulsor or something. Aha, we got the lesson. Okay. Sweet. Worship Upgrade doesn't do very much for this deck, but that's okay. We need to block for 9. If we Vigilance Prostrate, we're in Divinity. We block for 12 if we do that, so if we go into Divinity, And then, like, Wreath of Flame's Smite. It kills Spiker, right? And then we block out. "60 damage Smite." Guess I'll end the fight, sure. Why not? Alright. I think these are all no's. Protect Plus is kind of irrelevant with the, we've got quite a few block resources. Deceive Reality, Halt, the other Protect Plus. I don't think we need that. Just Lucky doesn't do very much and chokes us. Signature move seems extremely unlikely to be alive. And second Prostrate. It seems like we have plenty of Mantra. We're like going into Divinity like almost uncomfortably fast currently. I guess I would like to go into Divinity every turn though, right? That seems like how these decks usually end up. Maybe not. If I had a Wallop, maybe I'd take another Prostrate, but I think the answer is no right now. Maybe if it said Prostrate Plus. I don't think we need it. Darklings. Okay. Only hitting for 12 this turn. Got all the inner pieces and scrawls we could ever need. Let's go and develop this Battle Hymn. And then play inner piece and scrawl. Could just vault right now. Seems unnecessary. But I don't want them to get stacked up, so maybe I do it. It's kind of weird to vault with no retain cards in hand. I guess we just, like, Third Eye Defend. Concludes Amazing in the fight. I don't think we need Halt or Defend next turn. Maybe Halt. Oh, there is a retain card. I missed it. All the traffic. Okay. Good thing we saved that Protect. Damage coming in this turn is 30 plus 8. It's 38. We can block for 34 pretty easily. I guess that's 38. Okay. And then Carve Reality Conclude. I guess we've got 3 energy and 3 cards left, so might as well fit in a Smite. This one's the target because he's got strength. Okay. Worship goes into Divinity. 38's kind of an inconvenient life total. So we could, like, Worship, Smite both, Eruption the outside one. Kind of wish that I could end this fight cleanly on a Lessons Learned turn. Doesn't seem like that's a reality. I guess we just end the turn in Eruption and hope that we draw, like, damage Wreath of Flame Lessons Learned next turn. Actually, there's, like, no damage to draw other than Carve Reality. I guess we have a Smite no matter what, so we're just hoping to draw Lessons Learned. And we do have a Vault, too, so... Kill you, kill you... Kill you. We did get a Lessons Learned, so 24... we didn't get any other damage, though. 24 plus 20 is not enough. And there's no way to draw. Darn. Alright, so I guess we're just going into Calm, waiting another cycle. I guess we could have saved that safety, huh? Should have done that. Okay. Third eye. He's hitting for 18. That's a little bit short for block, so we'll probably just end up vaulting. So start with third eye. Maybe we can go Divinity next turn. No. So it's going to be a naked conclude. Maybe, I guess Inner Peace can draw it. Oops, overdrew. I would like to block out and conclude. Doesn't seem like that's possible. I guess conclude's not that important. So I'll just deceive reality, protect. We can knock him down, probably. I guess it takes all 4 smites to knock him down. That's expensive. Sitting for 22 plus 15 is 37. 37 damage. Seems hard to block. We have 12 plus 7 is 19. 29 with 2 defends. I guess Vigilance defend blocks for 3 more, so 32. We could Bottled Miracle out the last defend, I believe. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, yeah. A small problem is that we're going to overdraw, so we're not going to get all the smites. We're hoping to draw Worship and Lessons Learned next turn, so every card we can draw is very useful. Hey, Rainhorse. We actually overdraw pretty significantly there, because we retain 6 cards and then we generate 1. So maybe we just skip the last defend. Actually, we can third eye to set that up, right? It's part of the line. None of these are part of the line next turn, so we actually only need to draw 3 cards to block all the way out. So if we hold 6, that's actually fine. Right? Yeah, hold 6, make 1, draw 3. Using a Bottled Miracle for 5 health is a little bit suspicious. Oh, we're only holding 5. But I think it's correct. Alright, so Worship goes into Divinity. And then we kill everybody and Lessons Learned on somebody. He's a convenient Lessons Learned target, so I'll just kill everybody else. Okay. Another option at Carve Reality and Deceive Reality. Another option at Signature Move and an Evaluate. Man, this is like, this deck wanted a Master Reality. I don't know if I've ever had a deck that actually wants a Master Reality, but this might be one. Probably still no. But like Battle Hymn plus and I don't know. Deceive Reality. No, I don't think we need these. More damage, we don't need. More safeties, we don't need that. Falling, okay. We can lose a Defend, Battle Hymn, or Lessons Learned. These ones seem pretty important. This one does not seem important. Lose a Defend. Pretty good falling event. Seems like a pretty clear Battle Hymn, Carve Reality, Vigilance turn. We need to block for 16. That's suspiciously how much Protect does. Oh wait, we're frail. So like Protect, Deceive Reality takes 1. Seems fine. Yeah, we'll just end with Conclude. I don't have any strikes left here either. Worship means probably Divinity next turn. Unfortunately, we have the Lessons Learned now. We could theoretically redraw it with Vault, but why? Okay. Prostrate goes into Divinity. We can do Smite Vault to finish off. Sure. Alright, we got the lessons learned back again, unfortunately. You block for 20 here, Vigilance blocks for 9, Safety blocks for 9. A little bit short, Deceive Reality fills the gap. Seems fine. Toss in a halt there too, why not? We can Eruption, Triple Strike, try and get him into range. If we play Worship and play Prostrate next turn, we're back into Divinity. Looks like we'd be in Divinity with no attacks, which is awkward. I guess Deceive Reality and the Generated Smite too. It seems like going into Wrath is kind of unnecessary and dangerous, so I think I'm just gonna skip it. Okay. Protect, Defend, blocks for 15. He's hitting for 15 times 3. It's quite a bit more than 15. We don't have Lethal, because we didn't draw Prostrate. I guess we can just force draw Prostrate. We have 3, 6, 9 cards in hand, so we'd have to play 1 to have room for Inner Peace. So we have Lethal if we want it. Do we want it? Seems like we're having trouble blocking here. Block for 12 plus 9 is 21, 24. He's hitting for 45. Yeah, seems like we want the Lethal. I guess I could have Inner Peaced again to try and draw Lessons Learned. Oh well. Is Wheel Kick in the deck? What about second Prostrate? Wheel Kick seems pretty nice. It's a high energy deck. We're struggling a little bit to find ways to spend the energy. Wheel Kick draws cards. We do have quite a bit of card draw, though. Vault, Scrawl, 2 Inner Pieces. Not really sure what the Inner Pieces are doing here, but they're here. Wheel Kick also just does like 45 damage in Divinity. It's no slouch, helps us find the Lessons Learned. Eventually gets upgraded to do 60 damage in Divinity. Helps us draw Prostrates and stuff to get back into Divinity for later. Helps draw Block. Yeah, okay, whatever. I can talk myself into Wheel Kick any day. Pressure points are riot, whoa. Uh-oh, I've started a chat riot. Fight for a Rare Relic. Right before 2 elites. Rare Relics are pretty good, though. Do we win this fight? Yeah, we probably just blow them up with Divinity, same as everybody else. Okay. Pressure points is very satisfying. I really do wish the card were better. Part of me just wants to, like, Eruption Vault. And just be like, come at me. But that's, like, really irresponsible, right? There's a couple of exits. Vigilance, 2 inner pieces, and the Empty Fist is gone. So there's 3 exits, drawing 15 cards. We're likely to get an exit. It's not guaranteed. With the Fire Pot, we could just get lethal too. Guaranteed 24, 33 damage. So 53 damage, so we'd have to find 41 damage. Which seems pretty unlikely. It's like Wheel Kick Conclude does it, but not much else. We can also just like Protect Defend? No, that doesn't work. Take 6 if we do that. Thanks for the follow, Weathering. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. I guess Protect, Halt, Defend. We take 2 damage. Save the Vault. No, I'm just gonna Vault now. We need to start getting smites. Next turn we have Horncleat. Draw back to Lessons Learned. Alright. We can Wreath of Flames to conclude. Sweet. So we like Protect, Inner Peace, Wreath, Conclude. Goes into Calm, blocks out, does 20 AoE. Okay. Worship does not go into Divinity yet. Deceive Reality Defend doesn't block for much. Deceive Reality Safety Defend, I suppose. This blocks for 16, 21. Still be taking 16 damage. Seems bad. Talk to the Hand Double Smite blocks for a little bit as well, but it's not lethal. It's only 24, 31, 51 damage, off by 20. I don't know about wanting Omega to be better. Omega's okay. It's not terrible. It's fairly bad. I guess the line is Deceive Reality, Safety, Defend, Talk to the Hand. Take 16. I don't love it, but I have to do it. They scale up really fast. We have Divinity now, though. Prostrate Worship puts us in. 2 Smites kills him. Or we could do 2 Smites kills him too, right? 36 times 2? Yeah, definitely. 72. So we keep him alive with his block return. We still need to block him, though. He does 26 damage. I guess we could probably kill them both. Prostrate Worship, Double Smite, Carve Reality Smite. No, it doesn't seem like lethal. Carve Reality does... Oh, I guess it is, because it's upgraded. So it's 30 plus 36. Yeah, it's enough. Okay, so we have lethal. Do we ever lethal one and leave the other alive? We can only generate 16 blocks. We'd have to take 10 to leave him alive. Not quite that much, actually, because we can target the one with the block return. So if we hit him 3 times, we take 1. We wouldn't really be hitting him 3 times, though. We'd probably be hitting him twice, so we take 4. Taking 4 seems pretty reasonable, though. I guess there's a third eye, too, here. So if we worship, prostrate, double smite, we've got 2 cards left. And those cards would be a third eye vigilance. That blocks for 19 plus 6. So yeah, we only take 1. Third eye also gets rid of the 2 burns. Seems fine. I'll take 1. Passing up lethal is so dangerous in this fight, though. It's kind of a no-nonsense fight. This is a little bit of nonsense. Maybe I shouldn't do it. We'll kind of draw bricks. Or we can't go into Divinity next turn, right? We'll be up to 2. Yeah, so even Worship and Prostrate doesn't go in. So we'd have to be relying on... We'd have 2 smites. So that would be... If they're doing 24 damage in Wrath... we'd be doing 48. I mean, we can get lethal for sure. But we can definitely miss, too. Like, Halt Quad Burn kills us. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the risk to take a chance in an L right here. Oh wait, this is actually not lethal anymore, because I chose the one who had lower health because he had block return. So we're committed now, actually. All right. Well, if we're committed. So let's do it. Yeah, I know I got another smite, that's why I was counting 2. Okay. Seems like this came out pretty well. Start with a wheel kick and look for Eruption. We can start with Scrawl, too. I think we have lethal in hand, though. Wheel kick, smite, lessons learned with Firepot. 15, 27, 37. No, it's off by 9. Can we just block for 31? Certainly not. Okay. Alright. Scrawl draws how many cards? 3, 6, it draws 4 cards. So if we scroll into specifically Eruption, we're okay. Protect Plus also keeps us feeling pretty healthy. Alright, let's start with Scrawl. Alright, looks like Protect Plus is going to be the plan here. Protect Plus, double defend, blocks for 26. We take 7. We also lose Lessons Learned, though. But there's no lethal, so we're just going for max block. Prostrate Worship is, which we call it Divinity, and then we lethal him. We could Inner Peace first, looking for... There's no way to get... We can't, like, meditate it or anything. Alright. Stupid Orb Walker taking, like, 20 health. Alright. Spirit Shield goes with all of our retain stuff. It's also... We have a lot of energy, and it's an expensive card. You can see Spirit Shield doing some pretty good stuff here, blocking for 27. Not generally my favorite card, but I think it's a pick here. Alright. Reptomancer first. Definitely want to get Talk to the Hand on the Reptomancer, I think. Also need to block for 18, so this blocks for 16. It's like almost enough. We could just Firepot him. Saves 2 health now, and we're probably going to need to kill him before next turn anyway. Okay. Conclude's good. We can just like Spirit Shield, Smite Conclude. Fit in Prostrate too. Spirit Shield blocks for 21, that's plenty. We only need to block for 5 here. Maybe that's more than we need. We can just Mantra that already blocks for 4. Actually, that it blocks out because 18 is how much they're attacking for. So we're always playing Mantra, so there's no point in playing Spirit Shield. Assuming we're killing this front dagger, which we definitely are. We're also probably concluding which blocks for 3 because of the talk command. Okay, so we're going to have on-demand Divinity next turn. So we're going to want this Carve Reality to hit. I guess Carve Reality hitting him is the most efficient way to allocate damage, so I'll do that. Then we just conclude, right? Okay. Do we just try and kill Reptomancer now? Worship, triple smite, wheel kick. Into Lessons Learned would be lethal. Triple smite is doing 39 times 3. Calculator says... oh crap. 39 times 3. God damn it. 39 times 3. 117. Is it 36? It is 36. God damn it. 36 times 3 is 108, which I've calculated a bunch of times, plus a 45. 108 plus 45 is 153, which would put her in range of the Lessons Learned. If we don't get Lessons Learned, we might get Eruption, which is also in range, or Vault, which would get us a guaranteed next turn Lessons Learned. If we miss, though, we miss pretty hard. Actually, wait, can we worship triple smite Scrawl? So that's 4 cards, and then we'd need to play... We'd have 2 left. Triple smite does 108. So worship, triple smite, wheel kick is 5 cards. So we can't use the Scrawl after that. Yeah, I'm aware of the choker, Captain Zippers, thank you. Scrawl could get us a guaranteed Vault, so we can like worship, triple smite, Scrawl, Vault, probably. We have 3, 6, 9, 10 cards in hand, so Scrawl would draw 5. So it can miss Vault. No, you're fine. We could just wait on Worship. We could, like, wheel kick on this dagger or something. Use, like, safety to block. I don't know. There's a lot of damage coming in, even if we do kill both back daggers. It's 32 plus 18 is 50. So we'd have to block for 19 to live. So we need to find 7 more block. That's third eye. Safety third eye does live. Halt defend also. Assuming we kill both, which we definitely can. Right, like wheel kick, smite kills both. Is living good enough? Go here, we rest, fight another elite. Go here, maybe dig. Doesn't sound great. Yeah, this is quite a bit harder than normal non-Ascension Slay Spire. We've got a lot of little modifiers to make it a little harder. A lot of the people here in chat are from Redbeardy's stream. Boxy Brown, ours. He's a person who thinks very hard. He thinks I think a run. How long is an average life coach run? Like 6 hours or something? I think my average was like 3.5 or 4 or something. Thanks for the follow, Boxy Brown Lars. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Gosh. I feel like the worship wheel kick line is like not super likely to win. Thanks for the follow, Mugo King Mog. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. But it has a way higher chance of like being at 32 at the end of the fight, you know? So, okay, what is this chance? So we worship, we triple smite, or we worship, we wheel kick, right? Because we want to see those wheel kick cards. So that's 45 plus 108. So if it hits Eruption, Lessons Learned, or Vault, we succeed, right? So there's 3 hits. And these are all misses, right? These all kill us. Because definitely if we miss, we die here. Because just the back daggers blowing up is enough to kill us. There's no AoE outs. So okay, so we're drawing 2 cards out of 7, and there are 3 hits. So we've got the first one. In order to miss twice, we've got to get 4 out of 7 and 3 out of 6. 3 out of 6 is half, so that ends up being like 4 out of 14. 4 out of 14 is like a 28% chance to miss. So pretty low. We are risking death when we could have a guaranteed survive. But I think the 28% chance of just getting an upgrade, or getting out of this fight with 32 health, and a third of that chance is we get a free upgrade too. If we do whiff, can we walk out of this? So it'd be like worship, wheel kick, spend 2 cards to kill daggers. So we spent 4 cards. And we have to block for 50, so we have to block for 17 with 2 cards. Yeah, so we can walk out of that. Okay. I guess that's probably the best line then. If we're not risking death, then I definitely want to do it, right? It is 50, right? It's 32 plus 18. 32 plus 18 is 50. So yeah, so we need exactly 17, and that's exactly what we have. Wait, no we don't. We need 19. We don't have 19. So I guess we have an additional hit of Third Eye or Protect. So there's actually 5 hits. In order to miss, we have to hit exactly 2 inner pieces. The wheel kick does get 3 block. That's a good point. So with the wheel kick 3 block, Protect Defend, Safety Defend does survive. That's a good point. But we also like it makes Third Eye and Protect hits. So there's only 2 misses. So we'd have to hit exactly 2 out of 7 times 1 out of 6, which is 2 out of 42, which is pretty unlikely. And we don't die. Okay, we've improved this line significantly. Let's see if we can kill her with it. We did get it lethal. Do we take lethal? Absolutely, right? Why would we not take lethal? Okay, great. Okay. Very dangerous fight. Cloak Clasp? Holy crap. That's a hell of a relic. Cloak Clasp is insane, not only in general, but in particular in this deck. We're very frequently ending turns with like 9 cards in hand. So Cloak Clasp is nuts good. Collect is a way to spend our ridiculous energy, but it does nothing, so that's bad. Empty Mind is more card draw. I don't think we want that. Flying Sleeves and Sash Whip is no. Flying Sleeves does have a new friend, because we have the Wreath of Flame, but still no. Does Clasp and Orichalcum stack? Yes. Orichalcum Plus. Okay. Well, that was scary. We're at 32. Maybe we just dig. The ultimate greed dig. We could potentially dig 3 times here. And like, well, I guess we have to recall it something, but we could like dig, recall, dig if we manage to perfect every fight from here on out. That supposes we're going to the boss fights at 32 health with no potions, so maybe not wise. Seems like we're pretty far behind here. And maybe dig's how we catch up. Dig for like a fossilized helix or something. Lizard tail. Ooh, there was a Hearthstone patch. It sucks that you can't dig for Necronomicon. I want to dig for Necronomicon. For my wheel kick. Lessons learned. Windmill Strike. I miss you, Windmill Strike. Where'd you go? If we were going to smith, what would we smith? We're never smithing. We're either resting or digging, right? I do want that Spirit Shield upgraded. We're just going to need to learn some lessons then. If you want to upgrade cards, that's the way to do it. Alright, we're going to dig. Kunai. I thought about Kunai for a second. I was like, do I want Kunai? But I think the answer was no, so... oh well. Now we have Kunai. Giant head. Okay. I guess we start with the... well, we start with Battle Hymn because we always want to play that, and it gives us a slow proc. Very hard to kill Giant Head with Velvet Choker decks. Velvet Choker puts you at a natural disadvantage against Giant Head. You're going to want to play a bunch of cards against him. We can play like Inner Peace, Halt, Wreath of Flames, Wheel Kick. But then we're dead drawing the cards. We want to leave at least one energy so we can land Talk of the Hand if we find it. So I'm going to skip the Wreath of Flames. It's true. We can set up Wreath of Flames. Wreath of Flames is actually fairly good in this fight. Because you want to like play a bunch of cards and stack all the damage onto one big card. So if we could like play 100 skills and then like Wreath of Flames or Ragnarok would win the fight. Obviously it's like a very different deck, but I guess we'll take a Smite for next turn. Start building them up. Worship Prostrate puts us into Divinity next turn. Divinity next turn, we have 3 Smites. I mean, I guess so, right? It's the only thing we can really do this turn that does anything good. We can actually get up to, theoretically, up to 12 slows because we have Vault. So if our 6th card is a Vault, then he gets to keep all 6 slows, and then we get to have a whole turn where he has 6 slow. Sure. I mean, I guess I want... If I get to play 6 cards and end in Vault, I want the turn after that to be the Divinity turn, when he's got all the slows. So let's assume we're drawing Vault next turn, because we can probably scam draw it with Scrawl. We can probably Scrawl Vault. So let's just play the Prostrate and hold the Worship, and then we'll play Worship on the big turn. And there's nothing else we really want to do this turn. Okay. Alright, we did draw Vault. So our job here is to play as many cards as we can and then Vault. Unfortunately, it looks like that might be 2 cards. Cool. So yeah, it's like Talk of Hand, Smite, Vault. I mean, I guess. Carry over 3 slow. Drawing these 5 cards concludes good. Alright. Okay. Go into Divinity. Hit him with a bunch of Smites. Wait, we want to block first, so the smites hit harder. Because the whole point of this is slow optimization. Okay. And then we've got 4 cards left and 4 damage cards, so... Maybe Deceive Reality instead of Smite? Oh wait, no, that's I thought this was a... what is it? Smite Reality. Carve Reality. Okay, we've done half of his health. We just gotta do that whole thing again. And he's gonna start punching us. And we don't have Volt anymore, so we can't actually do the thing. Spirit Shield seems pretty big. And I guess we need Protect as well. We'll finish up with Carve Reality. We're just gonna let him bronze scale himself to death. That's a good strategy against Giant Head, right? Wheel Kick can draw Prostrate, and then Prostrate Worship is Divinity, and then we could triple Smite. In Divinity. I guess I'll Wheel Kick to start with. Alright. So we need a block, so I guess it's gonna be Third Eye Defend? Yikes. Pretty weak turn. Yeah, Clasp is pretty nuts. There's a command for that. If you want to look something up, you can just put an exclamation mark in front of it. Although you'd have to know that the name is Cloak Clasp, so results may vary. Is there a Lessons Learned possibility next turn? There is not. I don't think we want any of these. Alright, and we're taking a huge chunk of damage. We did get the Prostrate just by the skin of our teeth here. So it's going to be like Worship, Prostrate, Triple Smite, Conclude. Hope that's enough. Is that enough? Because I don't think we can block for 40 here. Yeah, I think Hope is our plan here. Okay. Is Wreath of Flame better than playing a Smite? I think the answer is no. Oh my god, it's enough by 1? Wow, Slay the Spire. Really coming in hot here. We really needed the slow optimization. We like just got there. Unbelievable. We needed every inch of that fight. That was really close. Yeah, eat your vegetables. Make sure you get play your skills before your attacks in that fight, because sometimes it's close. Okay. Yikes! We overshot by 1 damage, that's right. Are you talking about Book of Stabbing, Boxy Brown Lars? Book of Stabbing's kind of a turd. We definitely don't want these, so we're skipping them. Oddly Smooth Stone. We have to take a Sapphire Key if we want to go to Act 4. I don't think we're winning Act 4, but I guess I'll take it. We really need the dex. It would be really nice to take an Oddly Smooth Stone here. Do we just try and win Act 3 here? I think, like, to be honest, there's no path for winning Act 4 with this deck. It just doesn't have any, like, I don't know. I guess, like, we just need to we need, like, 3 copies of Wallop, and then we're good, right? But this deck, I don't know. It doesn't, like, block or damage enough. It's just, like, way behind the curve. It's not in the cards. I don't know. It's not a win if the heart lives. I mean, Slay the Spire says it's a win. Who am I to argue with Slay the Spire? But yeah, I think we have to take the key. It's possible that we take Oddly Smoothstone and then go to this question mark instead of this fire and hope that this is a chest. It's possible that's the best win percent play. I'm not ruling it out. Seems kind of insane, though. Alright, I'll take the stupid key. Alright, I think we're resting here. The dreams for the triple dig ending are dead. We took too much damage in, like, every fight. Alright. Writhing Mass is here to attempt to execute us. He's not the first one. Let's go start off with a wheel kick. I like his current intention, so I don't really want to disturb him. But I don't know. I guess we just like battle him and blow people up. So maybe we just never attack him until he either has a bad intent or it's time to kill him. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, let's just leave him alone. And I guess set up Wreath of Flames. Alright, 27 seems pretty blockable. Blocking for 14 currently and 6 at the end of the turn. So Vigilance blocks out. It also enters Calm, which is cool. I used to think Shovel's amazing, but you need to dig twice to even make it better than just getting any other relic. Yep. Which gives up a lot of resources in some cases. If you're already winning, it's great. Otherwise, it doesn't help you much. Yeah, that's true. Although I think you're underestimating the value of already being winning, right? A lot of the way that you win Slay the Spire is you get ahead, and then you do things that make you further ahead, and then it's kind of a race to like break the game before they catch up to you, because they are going to catch up to you. Like the heart is. He's already way ahead. Alright, let's do this and this, and then end the turn. Okay. We can definitely block for 12. I think if we just end the turn, we block for 12. Yeah, 3, 6, 8 cards in hand. So if we just click end turn, both Orichalcum and Cloak Clasp trigger, we block for 12. We might want to change his intention here. This one's a little bit scary. Being vulnerable is not amazing. But we can also just vault here. We can Third Eye and guarantee ourselves a Carve Reality next turn. Carve Reality and Prostrate. Is that lethal? So Prostrate enters Divinity. We have 3 smites in hand. And then Carve Reality is probably lethal. Let's math it out here. So he's at 163 right now. The smites are... Do we have strength or something? Oh, we have... we played Wreath of Flames. So the first smite's going to do 20, so it's 60 damage. Let's actually put the Wreath of Flames on the Carve Reality. So this one does 18 times 3 is 54 damage. So 54 and then 4 smites. The smites each do 36. So we got 36 times 4 plus... What was it, 54 for the Carve Reality? 18 times 3. I guess I'll just do 18 times 3. Because I'm in the calculator already. It's 198 damage. Seems like comfortably lethal. Okay then. Let's just set it up. Alright, so we have to draw 5 cards. Which means we have to play nothing. We're only retaining 3. Okay. I guess this this doesn't allow the possibility of a lessons learned. I said I was going to put this on the Carve Reality. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, since we're here and he's not doing very much damage, I think we're just gonna let him hit us for 6 and try and land comfortably lethal. That is funny. I think we're gonna try and land Lessons Learned. Take 6 damage to try and get a Lessons Learned. Okay, what's the best upgrade in the deck? Best upgrade is Spirit Shield. Oh, actually we can play Safety. Yeah, we can block out completely. So we're taking 0. And then he's at 13. And we have 2 smites, so it's a 0 risk play. Okay, well I will take a 0 risk play to attempt to get a Lessons Learned. Okay, so this is clearly unacceptable. Oops, shit. I thought that was not lethal for some reason. I did not do the math and killed him on accident. Oops. We've got another Pressure Points coming up. This one's upgraded. Pressure Points upgrade is a pretty huge deal. Perseverance comes pre-upgraded as well. Worth considering with a Cloak Clasp and a Spirit Shield. And it seems like we're a little bit behind on blocking. Perseverance could make up a little bit of a gap there. A little bit hard to imagine that being super helpful. Got a lot of retained resources already, so adding more of them makes the deck a little bit awkward. Alpha seems like a sort of radically unnecessary dimension to add to the deck, but it is kind of fun. Is it radically unnecessary, or is it like... does that help? If we picked the Omniscience at the Act 2 boss reward, we'd probably pick Alpha now, since those are so strong together. If we were in that situation, we'd probably upgrade Alpha here and go for a recall at the end. But that's not the situation, so... I don't think we want to do that. I think we're going to give it up for my boy Perseverance Plus. How Alpha works. So Alpha generates this Beta card that you can see, and the Beta card generates an Omega card, which you can't see. Omega is a 3 energy power, which does 50 AoE damage to all the enemies. Yeah, it would just be nice if this deck was better. I guess is the real problem. All right, I think I'm gonna take a Perseverance Plus. It says plus on it. It's not insane. I think this has to be a recall so that we can rest at the end if we need to, and if we don't, we can dig. Ugh, getting all the keys. Alright, Nemesis. Okay. So we're running the gamut, one of each Act 3 Elite. Alright, we need to block for an additional 11. Or we can vault. Thanks for the follow, Nabu. We can't quite block for 11. Oh, yeah, we can. Defend blocks for 11, because things happen. Cloak Clasp. So battle him. And I think Prostrate is always happening. And defend. So we're currently blocked out. We can play up to 2 cards. So I'll just go ahead and... I guess Carve Reality doesn't count as playing a card, because it leaves a card in hand. And I guess I'll play Worship to use energy. It does put us on a little bit of an uncomfortable auto Divinity trajectory. But I think we probably wanted to go into Divinity next turn anyway. Do we wheel kick? These cards are not that good. Alright, let's wheel kick and try and find Talk to the Hand. Setting up Wreath of Flames for next turn is great. Third Eye also helps set up for next turn. That looks like what we're looking for. Are we ever getting lethal next turn? We'll have 3 smites, a Lessons Learned, Talk to the Hand, and Eruption is the most damage. 3 smites is 108. Lessons Learned is 30, so that'd be 138. So we're off by a cool, what is it, 42? Eruption's only 27. And Talk to the Hand's only 21. So probably not getting lethal. So I'll get rid of both of those. So that we can block. Okay. I guess Deceive Reality, because blocking next turn sounds important. Oh yeah, Wreath. Good point. It looks like with the Wreath we actually would have had lethal here. I'm gonna go back and recount that with the Wreath. Sorry. Okay. Battle Hymn happened, Prostrate happened, Defend happened, Worship and Carve Reality were the other cards. Okay. And then this was the counting turn. We started with a Wheel Kick, played the Wreath, and then we were deciding about Third Eye. Okay, so if we recount that, the first smite does 60. The other 2 smites do 36 apiece. I guess it's the same 36 times 3 is 108 thing, plus 24 from the 8 times 3. And then with Third Eye, we know we have Lessons Learned and Eruption. If we want to end with Lessons Learned and we want the damage from Eruption, we Eruption first for 27 and then Lesson Learned for 20. So I'll add 47 from that to see if that's enough. And that is off by 1 damage. We could theoretically drink Cultist Pot or Colorless Pot to get that. I think that seems like a very likely out, yeah. So if we draw Talk to the Hand or, oh, I guess Talk to the Hand's the only one. Okay. Alright, let's look for it. Actually, 1 damage means we conclude this turn. So we get the 1 damage now. So it's guaranteed. We don't know that we draw Talk to the Hand. And you might know that, because you might have been watching carefully before last time. Oh crap, Wreath. Okay, alright, so... Alright. We're gonna play this all in the correct order one of these days. Okay. Play turn 1 again for the millionth time. Okay. Apologies for the misplay. Okay, start with Wheel Kick. We play Third Eye, do a bunch of math, decide this is lethal. Put it all away, play... Oh, we can't play Concluded then Wreath of Flame. God damn it. We can play Smite and then Wreath of Flame, but that's not good. Okay, alright. So we're still reliant on drawing. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so I'll get the extra safety. Alright, we do our Talk to the Hand, which people knew in the chat, but I didn't know. Okay, so we... Smite... Smite... Smite, and then we can just Talk to the Hand Lessons Learned. Don't have to do any of the complicated stuff. Okay. Lessons Learned upgrades itself. Learning a lesson about the nature of learning. Wow, 4th pressure point being offered this run. Crescendo, Flurry, and Third Eye are available. Yeah, I definitely was not willing to do the cultist pot. So I think we're no on all these. I don't think Third Eye is quite good enough. If it was Third Eye plus, maybe. Okay. Just have to, like, perfect this fight, get a Lessons Learned proc, and then we can feel pretty good about digging here, I think. Maybe we're still supposed to rest there, but... let's get Battle Hymn out of the hand and then Scrawl to look for a Lessons Learned lethal. Actually, is there a Lessons Learned lethal? It would have to be 1 energy. I don't think there is a Lessons Learned lethal. We did pick up a Art of War just now. So this is a 5 energy deck a lot of the time. We don't have very many attacks. We basically never attack until we, like, blow people up with a bunch of smites. So, Art of War is pretty insane. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna vault here. I just want to be a turn ahead. Okay, we've got enough armor that we can punch Spiker twice, which is fun. We've got to conclude, so we involuntarily punch him once. I guess we'll smite him for the other one. Is Pressure Points nice for baseballs? Because Mark is a debuff, so you have to mark him 3 times before it does anything. If you mark anybody 3 times, they're mostly dead. They've done 66 damage, assuming all the marks are upgraded. It's a lot of damage. It's like that much damage like is enough to take off all of his armor anyway. I'll just kill the Repulsor. Okay. Repulsor is probably the easiest target for Lessons Learned, so maybe that was a mistake. But... we need to block for 20 here. Protect Halt does that. Easy. So let's start with a Wheel Kick. Prostrate also blocks out. Don't even have to play the Halt. Where did we get that dex from? Oh, Kunai. Kunai is actually proccing. I didn't think it would ever proc in this deck, but it does. Do we have Eruption lethal? Eruption, Talk to the Hand, Double Smite is 9, plus 14 is 23, plus 2 24s is 48. 48 plus 23 is 71, that's lethal. Cool. No, we can't really leave him alive. I guess I'll exit. This Perseverance is ticking faster than his spike goes up, so we're going to be able to, like, worship Perseverance Lessons Learned at some point. Let's Third Eye to find Lessons Learned, because that's the only card left we need. And then Scrawl to find Lessons Learned. And fail. Wreath of Flames for the extra Lessons Learned damage. There it is. Perseverance blocks the Thorns. Worship puts us in Divinity. Lessons Learned hits like a truck. Great, we got the other inner piece. The most important card in the deck. Lessons Learned knew exactly what we needed to learn. The stupid card that we got from some transform effect in Act 1. Oh no, we actually took a voluntary inner piece, didn't we? Huh. It just feels silly that we got one from a transform. It's probably wrong to pick that. Plus, wasn't it up against something really good? What was it up against? I don't remember. Oh, it was Rushdown. Rushdown wouldn't have been very good either. Second Prostrate. We've been offered that a couple of times. I've been no on it every time. We were offered a Prostrate Plus at one point. But that was up against something really good. Was it the Vault? I think we're skipping here. Strength Pot versus Colorless Pot. Colorless Pot's pretty good against Act 3 bosses. Strength Pot's pretty good too. Strength Pot's pretty nuts when you're multiplying all your damage by 3. I'll take it. Okay. Well, we made it here in better shape than I thought. After, like, almost dying to Reptomancer, I didn't think we were making it to the last campsite, much less thinking about digging here. If we rest, we go to 53. You say it's not worth it. We rarely attack, and if we do, it's with Divinity. Yeah, but then we attack 6 times in a turn, or 5 times in a turn maybe, and it's we're adding 8 times or 3 times 2 to all of those. Thanks for the follow, Tuxin. Appreciate the support. Doesn't really matter like how frequently we're attacking. Strength Pot always helps. Dig could be Pantograph. Great point. Do we need a Pantograph? Like, is that our one victory condition? Is like get a Pantograph or a Fossilized Helix or something? And thanks for the follow, Sansums. Appreciate the support. Dig for like Preserved Insect is not that good. We have to get to Act 4. We have quite a bit of money. Yeah, I think we just rest here. Oh, yeah. Strength is multiplied with Divinity. Yeah, and in fact, it's also multiplied by, like, Wreath of Flames damage. Divinity just multiplies all the damage by 3, and the multipliers always happen at the end. I think we rest here. I don't think we can actually win the 2 fights at 32. The question is, like, can we win them at 53, right? Because if the answer to that is no, then maybe we dig for Pantograph is the best. Fell asleep watching Life Coach and woke up here. I think that's an appropriate, like, that's basically my pitch to the world at this point for my stream. Is like, hey, if you fell asleep at Life Coach, this is a fine place to be. What else can Dig do? Let's go look at all the relics. We could get, like, Toy Ornithopter, which would heal us for 10, which is almost as good as the resting. We could get, like, Whetstone that hits the Conclude. And the Wheel Kick. It's a pretty good Whetstone. There's no other targets for it. We could get, like, a Blood Vial that would heal us for 2. Get like a... I think we... Can you still get eggs from this? I think you can, right? We get Duality. Duality would be pretty good. Actually, Duality is kind of weak here, because we have the whatchamacallit, the Clockwork Souvenir. So we would just get 1 dex per fight. I wish we could get Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll would be super good, because we have Kunai. Preserved Insect probably doesn't pay off, because we're probably dead by Act 4. What does Dead Branch do in the deck? Vault gets a thing. Talk to the Hand gets a thing. Lessons Learned. Scrawl. Scrawl has been really underperforming this run. Scrawl has not been good. Calipers doesn't do anything. Duvu Doll would be okay. Gambling Chip would be great. Pretty much any rare relic is going to be good. Ginger is pretty weak. Prayer Wheel is terrible. Wing Boots is terrible. Okay, not any rare relic, I guess. Unceasing Top is garbage. Stone Calendar is pretty nuts. Or pretty bad. It's like sort of silly. Golden Eyes, not super useful. We don't have a lot of that. Ice Cream is not great. If we got a bottle, is there anything we want to bottle? Probably bottle and Talk to the Hand, I guess. I guess getting like a... We already have marbles. Oh, and you can't get Red Mask from this. So I was thinking we could remove artifact charges, but we can't. Getting fruit would be fine. Getting a pear. Courier's pretty useless. Teardrop Block would be okay. Singing Bowl's pretty useless. Captain's Wheel would be amazing. Tungsten Rod. I don't know if we can make Tori work. Strike Dummy. To go with the Windmill Strike we removed. Yeah. Omamori. A lot of great options coming out of chat. I think it's probably rest. Alright, let's rest. The rest is a responsible adult decision. We have to be responsible adults sometimes. Can't always just be digging. Even though it's really fun. Okay. Oh, I thought we already had marbles, but we have Bag of Prep and their art is similar and it confuses me sometimes. Why do I have 10 block? What? What happened? I haven't played any cards. Oh, I have Anchor now. I have Anchor and Horn Cleat. We're pretty close to getting the set. Maybe if I would have dug, we would have had the whole set. Everyone in chat saying Anchor. Yes, thank you. Obviously, 10 armor on turn 1. It's got to be Anchor, right? I don't know why I just didn't look at the relic bar closely. Talia said Anchor twice. Comedy Gold. If we Spirit Shield, we block for 18. We only have to block for 24 in the turn. So that would already get us there. No, I've gotten all 3. You don't. There's no bonus. It seems like there should be a bonus. There should at least be a score bonus for assembling the captain's set. Okay, so there's a number of side quests we can accomplish this turn. We can go into Calm, we can get a Smite, we can get a Safety, we could get 5 Mantra. So how many of those things are we doing? So if we do all those things, then we've spent 4 energy, so we can't do Worship or Spirit Shield. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards left in hand at the end. So Cloak Class would block for 5, be up to 15, and we block for 9 with a Deceive Reality. Or block for 4, so we go up to 19. Get all the fruits, get a fruit basket. That'd be pretty cool. So we'd end up taking 5 to do all that. And all we're really getting for it is a Smite and a Safety, right? The other line is probably like Battle Hymn, Spirit Shield. I guess the only thing we're getting out of it is we're going into Calm, because the other line is Battle Hymn, Deceive Reality, Carve Reality, Spirit Shield. There's no point in playing Talk to the Hand. Is Cultist Put this fight or the next fight? This fight's pretty dangerous. They scale up pretty quickly. Divinity does a lot of damage, though. So we should be able to shut off the scaling by killing Donu after the first Divinity. So maybe it's just like Strength Pot this fight, and then Cultist Pot for the next fight. Because the next fight could be like Time Lord or Awakened One. I guess we're not really super afraid of either of those. Maybe this is the scariest fight. Because we don't play a bunch of powers, and we're pretty card efficient because of the choker. So we should be good in Awakened or Time Lord. So let's drink the Cult Pot now. Possibly both. And then play the cards. Carve Reality is a little bit of a bummer because it breaks Art of War. All right. Donu is a very weird character. I don't know what to make of him. Second for 30, we currently have a, what, 10 card hand? 3, 6, 9, 9 card hand. So currently we have 23 block. Need block for net 7, and playing cards blocks for net 1. Net negative 1. So both defends would not quite get us there. Double defend halt does get us there. And overblocks for 8, 11. So overblocks by 4. So if we double defend halt, we're blocked out for the turn. So why not just like double defend halt worship? Okay. Yeah, I already have the clasp math in there. I was counting it in a really stupid and complicated way. Didn't make any sense. Alright, we can prostrate now and go into Divinity if we want, or we can wait 2 more turns and go into Divinity then. We have 2 strength. We could go up to 4 strength, which I think is worth it if we're going to lethal Donu, but I don't think we're going to lethal Donu. But let's count it just in case. So if we go up to 4 strength, these are hitting for 16, go into Divinity, and they hit for 16 times 9, because it's 16 times 3 times 3. 16 times 9 is 144. Man, that keeps coming up. Why is 16 times 9 144? Oh, there's sort of like a commutative factor of 3 and 4, right? Because it's like 16 is 4 squared and 9 is 3 squared. So if you bust those apart and recombine them, you get 12 times 12 again. Okay, so we're getting attacked for 30. Need to block for 30. I think we're just gonna wait 2 turns and then smite to death, because in 2 turns we'll have 4 energy and 5 smites, and that'll definitely be enough. And that'll be before Donu buffs again. So we need to block for 30 here. Vigilance does a bunch. Third Eye, probably. Conclude's a little bit early next turn because we're probably not attacking next turn, so I'm going to skip Conclude. Skip Inner Peace because it's terrible. I'll take a Protect. I've currently got 9 block. Or 19, he's hitting for 30, so we are at a deficit of 11, but then Cloak Clasp is blocking for 7, so it's really a deficit of 4. Defend blocks for a net 4, considering Cloak Clasp. Okay. Oops, I overdrew a card here, because I forgot about the generated smite. Whoops. Alright, looks like we need Protect and Perseverance this turn, or Safety or something. I guess Protect and Safety is better, because then Perseverance can keep ticking. Protect and Safety blocks for 28. He's hitting for 36. Should be safe with the cards in hand. We have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand, so we're blocking for 36 exactly right now. Yeah, that's the plan, is to kill Donu next turn. We need to get some cards out of hand, because currently we're retaining 5 cards. So I think I'm going to go ahead and smite here. Just for kicks. No, 5 smites is pretty good next turn. I don't mind 5 smites. Seems like very easy to get lessons learned to go in this fight. So I don't know why we would give up on it. Because we've already drank a cultist potion, so we've got scaling strength going. 5 smites is not enough. I think we're gonna 5 smites and vault. Shit, it would have been enough with the strength pot. 5 times times 3 times 5 is plenty. It's an extra 150 damage. Alright, well I was going to vault anyway, so let's see if we can vault and get lethal on Donu next turn. Oh, we can Lessons Learned him too. I didn't forget the potion, I didn't choose it. Okay, so we take some damage here, but I think it's worth it. Most efficient block card is Perseverance, because it's had plenty of time to tick. But we still take like 14 or something. Alright, and hopefully that's the only damage we take. Go ahead and wheel kick to try and find something. Card rarely conclude seems fine. Spirit Shield blocks out. We actually have Divinity again. If we want it. No, I don't think we need it. I think we just block out this turn, play with Prostrate, and wait until we have, like, clearly lethal. We can scroll just to get rid of these cards. I'm glad you like the stream, Mugo King. Thanks for watching. We're currently retaining 5 cards, which is a little bit uncomfortable because we're going to generate a smite, so we'll overdraw by 1. But we can't play the Worship now, and I don't want to play the Protect. So we either play a smite or nothing. I'm not sure that Worship Triple Smite isn't lethal here. Maybe I should just do it. No, they're each hitting for like slightly sub 60, so it's slightly sub 180. It's like 157 or something. I guess it'd be 151 maybe. Don't quote me. But whatever, it should be lethal next turn. Is it 171? Okay, pretty sure this is lethal. I guess I can just hold it for a turn with no consequence, right? Still put style on him a little bit, I guess. Alright. Let's finish this fight. Okay. And go to the next boss fight. It is Time Eater. Okay. Vault is randomly super good in the Time Eater fight. I'm not sure if people are familiar. But if you play Vault as your 12th card, it skips his turn entirely. Which is nice. We always play... Oh wait, do we play Battle Hymn in this fight? I think we still do. Even though it kind of fills our hand up inevitably with stuff that we maybe aren't comfortable playing. Oh, nice. Congratulations, Talia. Wait, if you play Vault for the 12th card, does it skip his turn and you get to play 12 again? Yes. He does get the strength from it, but it skips him completely. I haven't tried it. If his intention is healing himself and you skip his turn, does he try to heal himself again? Or does he switch to a new intention? I haven't been able to science that one. But I do know that he picks a new intention when you skip his turn, so... okay, so we need a block for 22. Protect does most of that. Thanks for the follow. Merle Unleashed. Is this a Merle alt account? Oh wait, no, you just said you forgot how powerful Watcher is, so surely Merle would not have forgotten that. Merle is also a person who's here. Well, I don't know if he's here like actively right now, but may or may not be here. Do we play Wreath of Flame? Seems like playing unnecessary cards is kind of bad in this fight. And Wreath of Flame seems pretty unnecessary. Oh wait, we can't skip. We're not skipping Battle Hymn now. Throwing your hat in with the explanations here, helping understanding all the characters more. I learned enough to get my first Ascension 20 win yesterday. Wow, congratulations. Is that an Ascension 20 heart kill? Kuro Tushaba Tashini? Tenshi? An Ironclad heart kill. Wow. Congratulations. I think we're skipping the rest of these. They would make us take damage too, so we have to be really careful about Velvet Choker in this fight. So we need to make sure, like, okay, so it's on 3 now, so we can have like, so we're gonna need to time warp in 2 turns basically, unless we do three times in a row. But I don't want to count on that. There's a person here that I will shout out. Merle61. I co-streamed with him like the other day. So his name is similar to yours. I guess he's got a vowel in there, so it's a little different. Okay. So he's hitting for 24. We're already blocking for 14 plus the 6 from Cloak Clasp. So we should be fine here. We could play like just Spirit Shield Carve Reality. And leave 7 on the clock. Wait, we don't want to leave 7 on the clock. We want to leave it 6 exactly. So let's do Spirit Shield Carve Reality and then like Inner Peace. Okay. Alright, so now we want to play exactly 6 cards this turn, or like 3 or fewer. It seems like maybe like Vigilance, Deceive Reality, Prostrate is the line. He's hitting for 32, that blocks for 12, 16, 20, plus at the end of the turn we have a bunch of cards in hand. It's not a perfect block solution. Maybe it's Vigilance, Deceive Reality, Safety. That blocks for 28, so that blocks all the way out. We're going to need some block for next turn as well. Looks like we're going to draw some. Third Eye Defend. Yeah, I also prefer to play decks that play lots of cards, but we've got Velvet Choker from the... We got an involuntary Velvet Choker here, so... Not much we can do about it. Yeah, I think I like Vigilance, Deceive Reality, Safety. Why are we not doing Prostrate? We would block for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the end of the turn, so we'd block for 27, take 5. I don't really want to take 5. Okay, he's only hitting for 24 here. Although it's probably going to be 30, because we're probably going to proc his clock. How about, like, Perseverance, Worship, Conclude? Blocks for 13. Or I guess we would want to play Third Eye, huh? So it's like Perseverance, Third Eye, Worship. Yeah, Time Lord's pretty tough. I would say Time Lord's definitely the hardest Act 3 boss in general. A lot of decks that are, like, really good at winning the other fights in the game are not good at fighting Time Lord. I don't think he's actually too hard for poison decks. Poison decks usually have a Catalyst, and unless your timing gets screwed up really badly, you can usually just Catalyst him to death before he has a chance to heal. It's not that high of a bar. Sure. Don't need either of those in this fight. And Worship puts us into Divinity next turn with 5 smites in hand. We do take 4 damage though. Okay. So we have smites, they do a bunch of damage. This is the time to drink the strength pot if we're going to do it. I guess the time was maybe in the past, because we already did do a couple of attacks. Although most of this damage, I think, is bronze scales damage. We also have to block for 34, which is a bit of a bummer. A20 Time Eater is super scary because you can't plan for him. I kind of disagree. I think the point of Ascension 20 is you need to plan for all of the bosses. I think we need Scrawl to draw us into some block here. We might need to waste the Vault. As much as I would hate to do that. 5 smites and a Vault is a pretty reasonable line. What's 36 times 5? 180. It's kind of inconvenient because it leaves him at like 300. What if we did... let's see, so smites do 12, so it'd be 14 times 3 times 5. If we did the strength pot, so that would do 210. I think we're going to do that, because that splits him. So we don't get to do the fancy Time Lord interaction, but that's okay. He's not attacking next turn, so I won't take the Protect. I still want the Perseverance, though. And we need to start setting up for our next round of smites. Regardless of the fact that he's going to heal. Yes, I am intentionally saying Time Lord. I think we just play 3 cards here for no reason. We can't do that and get Art of War value, unfortunately. Or we could, but it would require us to play Perseverance. Thanks for the follow, Vinict2? Vinny TKD2? I don't know. We're already up to 2 Mantra. And thanks for the follow, Zit Zit. It's a fun sound, but an unfun phenomena. Alright. So we'll just halt, defend, conclude to get the clock. Foolish. I'm shaking in my boots, Time Eater. Alright, we got 17 block from this. Prostrate also blocks. 17 plus 5 is 22. 22 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 29, so we take 7 with that line. We can just deceive reality. That blocks for more. Okay. So I do want to fit in Talk to the Hand at some point. But, I don't know. I'm a little bit sketched out by being at 5 on the clock. I think I will fit it in. We have a worship coming up, so we can just, like, worship him to death next turn, I think. If this turn is Wheel Kick Worship, and next turn is 5 Divinity Smites... Oh, I guess... If this... How do we do this? I guess this turn is just Wheel Kick, and then next turn is Worship and 5 Smites. 5 Smites is 210. Wheel Kick is 17, so he'd be down to 220, so he'd be off by 10. Drat. So we're gonna need to block next turn. Spirit Shield's coming, so should be fine. Let's just chip in some damage then. Oh wait, we can't Wheel Kick then, because if we Wheel Kick and draw a Spirit Shield, then we can't block next turn. So I think we're just going to chuck in a couple of Smites. Should be fine, because we have a Happy Flower going next turn, so we don't really need the Art of War energy. Take it up to 5. What I would love to do is next turn, or next time we draw Lessons Learned, I'd love for that to be the turn we lethal him. Seems like we can possibly set that up. We need to clear some hand room though, so let's play a couple Smites now. As long as he's below 210, we can kill him with a round of Smites and a Lessons Learned. It's actually slightly higher than 210. Should be like 211 or something. So I'm going to leave it there. Alright, Spirit Shield is always happening this turn. I guess we'll just leave it at 4 on the clock. I don't want to play any more cards because that costs us more health. I think we're surviving right now. 18 times 3 is a lot, though. It's 54. And we're like 9. Oh, we actually don't survive right now. So we have to play Smites. I think if we play 3 Smites, we survive. Yeah, we're pretty close to being dead here. 3 Smites gives us sort of 2 net block per card. Because they're cards that we're removing from hand from Cloak class, but we're adding 3 block from block return. And if we play 4 Smites, then he gets 6 extra damage. That one is bad. So we're going to play less than 4. So we're not going to give him a strength buff, Mountain Jeer. Let's see. So, okay. So, I think this is the only way. Wait, are we alive now? No. We're not alive now. Okay, so we need all 3. Oh wait, does this dies exactly? Shit. Yeah, we're at 54, he does 54. Wow. Yep. So we die exactly here. Darn. Well, that's Time Lord for you. Yeah, I mean, we were able to, like, watch her through some fights, but we never really, like, had a plan here. It's like a wallop deck that doesn't have a wallop, basically. I don't even know what this deck was all about. I mean, it was like a Divinity Battle Hymn deck, right? And those are just really slow, and we didn't have the enough block to make it work. Yeah, exactly. How would this beat the heart? I have no idea. Abusing Vault. We did have the Clockwork Souvenir, so it's definitely possible that we could have blocked out the first 2 cycles of the heart. But yeah, this is a close one. I think there was probably a better path through that Time Lord fight. I think we probably could have won that. I might have even missed damage from not playing the Strength Pot early enough. But like, Spire Elites were going to be really tough. This deck is way too slow for Spire Elites. And then I don't even know how we were supposed to win the heart. Just like having big numbers, I guess. Maybe if we'd gotten like another vault or something from the store. It's probably possible. But we didn't make it.